Hello, everybody, and welcome to Cinema Savvy. It is myself, George, joined by Tate and by Dave for a very special live stream, watch along, reaction, whatever you want to call it. This is our annual Oscars watch along and reactions. As you can tell by the background behind me, I'm not in my room. I'm not in a normal place. I'm in a Rocky dressing gown, and Dave has rocked up in a complete tux for us, giving the intro a little bit of class that I didn't bring with me. But first of all, how are we both doing tonight?
Yeah, doing very good. It is 1 o'clock in the morning here in Austria. I have had some sleep though, which has been really good. Excited for another year of Oscars.
I can't wait. It's obviously my first time joining you guys for this, so I'm really excited to kind of watch along and see what goes on. Bringing over class, looking quite dapper, apart from below the waist. No one needs to see that though. But yeah, really looking forward to see what we get tonight's show. I'm wondering how many slap jokes we get. We should have gone with a bet on how many we're going to see throughout the night. I'm guessing at least 7 or 8.
Opening monologue. I guarantee you, opening monologue is going to have one. We've already got Simon in the comments. We've got people watching on this, and anyone commenting, anyone that wants to get involved. Of course, we can't show the ceremony to you. This isn't like those amazing boxing videos where people like whack out their sunglasses like this and just start like reflecting the screen. I've seen the loopholes. I've seen it work. We can't unfortunately do that, but we do want to hear from you if you are going to be watching along with us. So let us know your thoughts on the Oscars this year. Films you're looking forward to, things you want to see win, things you're gutted about that didn't get nominated, the biggest surprises, the biggest issues. This is the, I think, Tate 7th or 8th year we've been doing this now on this channel.
This is the 7th year.
We've witnessed the Moonlight live on air. We've had the slap. We've had utter carnage for 7 years now, and we're here once more to go. And just at the time of recording, I believe Sky has gone in for their intro, or at least about to introduce it. And for anybody watching at home, if you're in the UK, you can watch this on Freeview for Want to Know More. Do we need the Now TV? We can go on Sky Arts. If you've got Sky Movies, it's on the Oscars channel, Now TV, all that stuff. Tate, you're using a very specific website via VPN, which is great. So everyone, if you've got VPNs, you can access it in a lot of other countries. But yeah, it's the Oscars. I don't really know how we proceed from this. While we're doing the intros, before we get to the monologue, Dave, I'm going to put you on the spot. You've been working on a journey on your socials to go through all of the Best Picture winners. What's going to win tonight?
I can't see past Everything Everywhere All at Once. I think if anything takes it, it's All Quiet on the Western Front. It's going to be my pick for like the surprise, like not surprise, but I think it could be the one that steps out. But I can't see past Everything Everywhere currently. I really can't see a way around it.
Absolutely. And for anyone watching at home, we have our predictions game that we do throughout the, I guess not throughout the year, but we do it every year on this ceremony. We do predictions the day the nominations come out. It's more of a game. We do predictions each. We run it as a competition just to make the show a little bit more exciting on the edge. 3 points if our predictions were correct. 1 point if our runner-up won. These were done on the day. These have not been updated since. We don't update them. They'll be very different now. Looking at them, they're going to be very different now. But all three of us have ours in. We have a few from others that have sent them in to us as well, which we'll be able to go over across the night. But these are the main three hosts. And this will be, I guess we can say, updated throughout the evening. As we said, we'll have winners, not necessarily losers as such. It's just a bit of fun. It helps the night pass. And it is always interesting to see if anyone's insane wildcard predictions may possibly come true. I'm guaranteed that none of my big surprises are going to happen. But that being said, it does help the night. And just as I look at the screen, we're getting the Top Gun Maverick montage.
Yeah. It's 2 F-15s dropping off Jimmy Kimmel, apparently. He's going to jump out like Queen did at the Olympics.
I was going to say, this is going to be the first time that we're going to get a sync-up test because I'm still going through the...
I've got Jimmy on mine as well.
Jimmy Kimmel has just landed on stage for me.
Okay, you're quite far ahead of me. He's just trying to pull out at the moment.
I have paused. Well, so he said. I'll pause on mine and I'll wait for you to, when Jimmy Kimmel's feet land on stage, let me know and I'll free up my pause.
Lovely. I will let you know in mine. I can't actually pause mine.
That's all right. No, I'm just unpause this. So yeah, I've got Kate Hudson on screen. She's cheering after Jimmy Kimmel lands on stage. So it's literally a couple of seconds after it. So let me know and I'll.
So I now have Jimmy Kimmel.
The parachute has landed.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting. He is still
Taking-
inside the cockpit.
There we go. Dave, hit play. Hit play.
Yeah,
We're in.
got yeah.
So did you all hear that Tom Cruise isn't there today?
Yeah, I heard that
Someone-
he's not going.
Now, the conspiracy theorist in me thinks that if Top Gun wins Best Picture, he will literally fly onto the stage from a parachute. But I personally can't see it. But
It's
also,
nice having
anyone
it
watching at
back in
home-
a theatre, like in the actual proper room again. It feels like the old days of not being little round little tables and.
Can anyone hear my TV, by the way?
No, I can't.
Good. So the issues I have every other year is that I play it off my laptop. Obviously, this year we've got Sky properly, so it's like on the TV further away.
So, you guys, if you want to sync up test, Jimmy is now on stage for me.
Wow. Okay, Tate
I'm
is
quite far
gonna.
behind.
Oh, I can't hear the ceremony, George. I can't hear it through you. I think it might be you.
Okay,
Hear
let me know when it
Jimmy talk.
stops. Can you hear
Gone.
clapping?
Yeah, no, it's gone now.
Perfect. I wonder if
Just about.
has anyone got Sky Stream? How do you do subtitles? There we go. I found it. Ignore me.
And thank you for encouraging people who were already at the movie theater to go to the
Oh, I
movie.
literally hadn't hear the full stream through you, George.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I'm guessing it's just words. I'm guessing we're not actually streaming the show. So I guess as long
I
as
guess
there's
it's okay. Yeah.
you're not showing any footage. You're just gonna have the odd background bit, so that's fine.
The subtitles are about 30 seconds behind him talking, which is quite frustrating. Oh, Jamie Lee Curtis.
Curtis.
I mean, we're going to go through a lot of the big awards tonight, the heavy hitters.
Apparently,
that's
best
gonna-
animation is going to be the first. I saw
Supporting actress first, then
what-
best animation.
All right.
The
Cool.
menu has leaked. If anyone wants to know the running order, I can send it to you if you want. I say leaked.
I
Someone
wouldn't-
took a photo.
I wouldn't send it to me. I may not be able to receive it fully,
We might lose Tate
Given-
entirely because he receives a
given the
document.
internet. Before we go into things, should we go through our snacks for the evening?
I have water, an energy drink that's already had stuff gone, Pringles, and enchanted egg. I'm not gonna lie. I went to McDonald's tonight. I tried to work the day around the Oscars. Watched the Arsenal game. Went for a swim. Tried to nap. Couldn't nap. Got to about half as I can. Eat some food now. I've got to have my dinner at least at some point. So I don't think I've eaten as much as normal. But what about you two?
I have
So-
no snacks. I'm down to just drinking. Unfortunately, I thought I had popcorn in the house, and I went to get it. I was like, oh, there's no popcorn. So I was really devastated. So now no snacks, just out of pure protest. Ah, the man, the legend, the popcorn.
I nicked your popcorn. I've got popcorn. I've got Pringles. I've got water and an energy drink as well. So
It
all
will probably be
set.
coffee much later on.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I mean, I still can't get over the fact that Seth Rogen and Spielberg are together, like in a film. I mean, they were great, but it's when if anyone's seen the red carpet interview about Seth Spielberg talking about the Seth Rogen Stoner films,
No.
Spielberg says he loves his films, and he basically said he's never been high, and it's just the most insane interview because Spielberg genuinely loves his films. And then everyone was saying they should be doing commentaries together on films now, where we can have like a high Seth Rogen and a sober Steven Spielberg just watching along to like his stuff.
Speaking of, I've moved to a slightly different stream. I've just had Seth Rogen on screen, so I don't know how
Oh,
far
you're
behind I
catching
am.
up a little
You're
bit.
much
You're catching up a
closer.
little bit. You're only a few, like about maybe 10, 15 seconds now.
Perfect.
I mean, it is frustrating that like Paul Dano didn't get nominated for Fabelmans just to get out there again.
Hmm.
I know that Judd Hirsch was fine in the film and he was great in his scenes, but I still don't know how Paul Dano wasn't nominated.
Yeah, I think Paul Dano was excellent in that movie. I really enjoyed his performance. Yeah, and I mean, yeah, while it was great as a cameo, like the one that did, it's just like, oh, really? That for the amount of screen time given to it. Oh, there's the man, the legend, John Williams. Look
Look
at him,
at
man.
Donnie Yen's behind him. Donnie Yen.
I'm blind.
I mean, John McFall's only a few weeks away now.
That is, yes, yeah. It's not far before that comes out.
The press screening is Monday the 20th. Not that I can say I've been invited, but next Monday the 20th, yes. It's 3 hours long. Apparently there's a 30-minute action sequence. There's 2 of them, which is insane.
Okay, I'm more like 20 to 30 seconds behind time because I've just got John Williams on screen.
And yet you
It's
didn't
closer
cheer.
than you were. You were genuinely about a minute behind last time.
I know.
I've almost finished, guys. I've got one more little thing to add. I'm just adding the last submissions in. So apologies, everyone that knows Jed that's been on our channel. He sent me his.
How did you get your subtitles on? I have no idea what to press on this.
We're quite new to this Sky Stream thing. So obviously with the football and this is the remote. It's weird.
It's probably a
So
button.
I think because it's a live broadcast, I'm guessing they've got someone in the studio trying to like subtitle it as quick as they can. Yeah.
So for the reference of when we actually get the awards come through, you guys can just read out the result, and I'll just watch the speech. I'll be silent for speech. I'll be silent for speech.
Just going to give you the
read out
fake winner.
Just read me out. La La Land.
Just a couple of years behind.
They finally got it, guys. They finally won Best Picture.
Right, okay, guys. So I have all of our predictions on and up, and the people that have sent them in, I have them on and up. Thank you to those that have. At least that part's done. It's what you can tell. It's one of those evenings. I mean, the thing, some people were trashing at Jimmy Kimmel, but I quite like Jimmy Kimmel. I don't like Jimmy Fallon. I don't know if that's an unpopular opinion, but like Jimmy Kimmel, I didn't get why people were fuming when they announced him.
He's a very safe choice. He's a very safe bet for your.
I prefer Fallon.
Hosts. And I think a much easier choice for like the first one back after last year, where they need someone who can just safe ship. It's like when they used to have Billy Crystal when they really needed someone before. To get someone like safe choice. We're going to be fine. He'll steer the ship without much controversy.
If there's anything,
another fight on stage, there we go. There's the first one, I think, for the night.
Wait, hold on. You said there's a fight on stage?
No, he said there was he mentioned a fight. Well, we're talking about fights on stage. That's the first tick of the box.
The only joke I've seen is that people think if Matt Damon turns up
every time, or
I'd be too drunk to even talk.
Tom Cruise genuinely isn't there, is he?
It's crazy that he's not going to. I would have thought, even just with a nomination behind him,
I know.
Like for the movie, you would think just, and he seems to. I mean, he's in
the roof. He's in the Raptors waiting, and if he wins Best Picture, he's going to come down on string.
Just drop. That'd be amazing. Mission Impossible style.
Because if anyone saw the Oscars luncheon thing, you know, when they all did the big lunch, all the nominees, everyone was desperate to meet Tom Cruise, and that's where that Spielberg video came from of those two talking again. And apparently, everyone was queuing. But that's why I don't think it's going to win. But if it's not everything ever all at once, I genuinely think Top Gun Maverick's got it. And if Top Gun Maverick is right up for Best Picture, I'm not surprised tonight. I don't think it's going to, but I will not be surprised.
I'd be shocked. I just can't see.
I can't see it. I can't. But if it's not everything ever, I think it's that now. I don't think the Americans will quiet compared to how BAFTA did, because BAFTA loves its war films and technically Britain to a point when that war. So it's like, oh yeah, look at us, we're great, we won. We have Derpy Entertainment, lovely to see you again, Derpy. Sort of said eventually that fella's Kimmel is doing great so far, though. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Austin Butler, what a guy! I think he's a winning actor. I think he's winning.
No, there's no way. There's no way he takes this off Fraser.
Just think.
No way. I think Fraser's got it.
But you've got the biopic of Elvis, like the biggest musician in American history.
Not going to happen.
That for winning a BAFTA, I don't think there's any way
I
it
will
wins the
drag my
BAFTA.
telly off the screen, off the wall.
No, don't do that, because then how are you going to watch Mandalorian on Wednesday?
That is a good point. Excellent. I'll put it back. It's fine. We'll leave it there.
It is nice though. Like, when was the last time we had an Oscar ceremony where Best Actress is unknown, Best Actor is unknown, Best Film is unknown, Director I think is locked in, but not. You know,
It
I'm
is
struggling to
nice
think
to
the
have
last
the
time it was
jeopardy
this
behind
open.
it. It's been a
And
while.
it's not obvious. Like, it's not obvious. Like, if it's this, if it's not this, then it'll be this. I don't think we've got it that easy either.
I was trying to think. I was going to say the most open one in recent history was when Green Book won, when it definitely shouldn't have won.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I forgot. Yeah.
Last year it was Power of the Dog versus Coda, and Coda was kind of the dark horse that got all the awards in the run up.
Did Power of the Dog get anything in the end? It didn't, did it? It was just like,
No.
nope, nothing for you guys.
And no one has spoken about that film since, which I find hilarious.
It has just vanished, hasn't it?
Absolutely. Whereas everyone's still talking a little bit about Coda. So
It's fantastic.
It's brilliant.
Do we reckon we're getting an advert break before the first award?
Academy has a crisis team in place for anything that goes on. Is that a mention of the? Is that a mention of the fight? I'm guessing it is. It all classes as a slap.
I mean, I'm not going to ask people for their thoughts on Chris Rock's comedy, but did you see that he got a Netflix? His stand-up show he was doing had a live show.
Special. Yeah, I watched it.
So
Pedro
Pascal. Pedro, here we go. The Last of Us Finale, by the way, guys, airs in 45 minutes.
I know.
And he's here.
Does that mean our viewing numbers are going to dip in like 45 minutes?
Oh, totally going to
well, that's why, like,
lose anybody.
Everyone was saying, when Tom Cruise was saying, by the way, yeah, we're going to have a Last of Us videos going to actually go up, not on this stream, on the channel during it, because I've got those pre-recorded like reactions. Recorded back at the start of January, by the way. They're not, they've just sat on my account for like 9 weeks. Oh, Guillermo, what a legend. But this is it. Like, even when Kimmel's not hosting the Oscars, the coverage he gets for the Jimmy Kimmel show through Guillermo is always really good on the red carpet. I don't think James Cameron did that, is he? I mean, I know he wasn't nominated, was he?
No, he said he's not. He's not. He said in this his monologue that he's not there.
This is a long opening monologue.
I was going to say it's a long, for not having like any musical feature or anything. I mean, they did the Top Gun opening, but other than that, you'd normally expect a fairly big.
Just think about how bad last year was, though. We had fucking what's her name?
Was it Amy Schumer who did the opening?
That's it. Amy Schumer split it with the two of the actual comedians, but Amy Schumer had to be involved. Okay, that's pretty great. Oh, we've got the Jungle Cruise reunion coming out on stage. Just think, if you'd have told Dwayne Johnson 6 months ago he was coming to the Oscars, he would have thought it's for Black Adam because it's the biggest role of his life.
He's rewrote the history of the DC universe.
He's grown a beard because of how bad Black Adam did. The ego that got hit was the extreme. Oh, you are right. They've changed it. Best animated features now first.
Yeah, it's gone first. Yeah, someone had tweeted that.
Oh, we can ignore that menu that got leaked.
So, I'm really disappointed that they have the RRR dance
anything outside of Pinocchio.
I just want to point out
so
because
if I bring up our original
but
graph, best animated. I've changed it around this year. Where's best animated film?
Best animated feature,
Pinocchio all the way across the board.
Okay, yeah. Pinocchio, like Puss in Boots. Pinocchio, Puss in Boots. Pinocchio, Puss. Oh no, Dave's got Marcel the Show the shoes on.
Did I?
You've got a good shout with it, nabbing it, Marcel. Honestly,
should we talk about Puss in Boots? Have you seen today the news? Puss in Boots is now expected to outgross Ant-Man and the Wasp.
My son and my wife went to see it yesterday. They absolutely loved it.
It's fantastic.
I almost watched it last week. I love it's like we got to take animation more seriously. This is an art that's not been leaned on. We'll just do it first and get it out of the way, so we don't like do it nearer the big ones.
Can't believe I went with Marcel. I thought I'd gone with Pinocchio. I don't know what I've done there, but hey, that's okay.
I like the stage. I like the stage design.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
give
with the
them this
background.
so far.
Oh no,
Pinocchio
Dave. I
was
think you,
such a good film.
Dave. I think you went with Pinocchio first, and then Marcel second.
Oh,
No, he did. He
Marcel
did. He did. Marcel second. Yeah, his
All
Marcel
right,
second.
okay, then
yeah.
cool. That's all right. Then that's
But again,
like,
Dave,
what?
you did this a couple of days after us. This is like 2 months ago almost now.
Yeah.
I've still not seen Marcel.
It's a good film.
I knew nothing about it. The trailer came on when I was at the cinema. I was like, for fuck's sake, I've seen a trailer. I didn't really want to have to.
This is one of the first years where all of the animated films have actually been quite good that have been nominated, whereas previously there's been always like an Illumination film thrown in or a Disney film that just doesn't belong there and stuff like that. So,
well, I mean, we got no Lightyear, which is great.
Really,
I didn't mind Lightyear,
one
but
like Turning Red is the only sort of Disney even related one, really, with the.
When did it come out? February last year. It was before the Oscars, you know.
It was a long time. It seems like it's been out ages.
I want to say it was March,
Here
but
we
it was
go.
March
Our
before the Oscars.
first Oscar goal of the night.
First one, Pinocchio.
Pinocchio.
Dave, will we in sync? I don't want to.
I've literally just Del Toro is just. Hang on.
Is he there? Yeah, he's walking. He's walking.
He's walking over now. Yeah, he's.
How did he
just
get there that
about-
quick?
He was on the side of the stage. I don't know why he's
He
not
knew
in
already.
his seat.
They told him 30
just
seconds before,
knew.
like, come on, man, get there. We're on a schedule today.
Yeah, I think he's just about to start making the speech now. I think we're perfect. I think we're pretty much in St. George. I think
I mean, I've not seen all five. So it's unfair for me to say I think this deserves it, but
I think I think this does just for the mastery of how they did this film. I think
The craft.
is yeah.
did he get nominated for Best Production Design as well, which is almost unheard of for an animated film?
It's a fantastic film. It's very well made.
It's for the telling of this story, which you would expect. You kind of think, I know what's going to happen in a Pinocchio story. Tom Hanks is going to come out and do a dance.
Well, here's the thing. There was also the rumors going around that it could have possibly been up for Best Picture. So as soon as you know that,
Netflix campaigned hard. Netflix were campaigning hard for Best. The problem with Netflix, right? They campaigned. Their marketing was done around the 4 films: Pinocchio, Knives Out, White Noise, and Bardo.
Oh
no! All Quiet dropped
All Quiet,
early.
did they?
Dropped- And they got, and I'll say this, they got lucky that when the long list started coming out and they thought, hold on, All Quiet is on a lot of long lists, none of everyone's are. It annoys me because All Quiet is an amazing film, and it's like, I just wish it didn't go to Netflix. Like, they don't deserve it because they didn't care for it. They didn't care for it until they realized they might have a winner in their hands.
Could have been huge, like a big cinema release. That film.
Imagine if it had an IMAX release properly.
Yeah, it was so different to the original, like the 1930s version. Like it takes such a different turn, such a different take in the story. It's an amazing piece of cinema.
Oh, we're actually getting
I'm on a
adverts
break.
this year.
Yeah, I'm on
we
an
don't
advert
have the typical Oscars. You remember they used to always have a panel. They used to have like Alex Zane in the studio.
Alex Zane all the time, yeah.
That budget's been cut, man. That's not good, is it? Sky is struggling. Yet they charge us disgraceful rates for football.
And dare I say, given recent events with the BBC and their football coverage, they may actually get they may get more sway in the game, and they may, you know.
I mean, it is insane what's going on this week with. I don't even know like how to. I mean, I'm comfortable saying that, but the mindset approach of like. How would you say it normally? Like, what's the not? I don't mind getting into politics. I don't want to do it on the Oscar stream, but it's like, it's. Like,
I think it's the fact.
I don't want to drown refugees over a wither. It's like I don't want to drown the refugees. I'd like them to actually be able to live. Oh, what a horrible man! You know, it's just more
it's not just
a detraction, isn't it? It's a detraction away from what the real problem is as well.
It's also the whole kind of, oh, you're raising an issue, okay, fine, but you're calling me one thing, therefore I'm going to act very similar to that one thing, and you know, censor into the ground, and you know, actually, you know, almost make your point immediately valid, and also blow your point completely out of proportion, and also make it very open. It's crazy.
Is what I will say, and it's not because I love him. The moment that Ian Wright came out, and you know, obviously I'm not going to be biased and get into football, being an Arsenal and whatnot, but they needed a footballer to come out like ASAP to back him, and I'm glad that Ian Wright did. And then, you know, one by one they all started doing it as well. But I'm just updating the leaderboard. We're one.
I was going to say, has everyone got 3 points?
Everyone's on 3.
Guys, I think I'm going to get 100% this year.
It's going to be interesting to see, you know, what. I mean, did anyone not put Pinocchio? I feel like Pinocchio's been locked in for so long, and Puss in Boots has had a bit of form, like a bit of momentum.
Coming in towards the end of the actual the awards and stuff. I think it has picked up a lot from
Was
where
that
it was.
was that like the easiest bet of the night that Pinocchio would win this category? Is there one that's easier?
Visual effects for Avatar.
Okay, that was the only other easiest bet.
I haven't put that down because it's just blue people.
Oh my god! Sorry, I almost put people's rankings in wrong. Bloody hell! You know when you just get it one line wrong on a spreadsheet.
How do you get it wrong after the first award where we've all got 3 points? Come on, George. I know it's late.
Don't worry, it's not. It's for everyone else. I've just
It's
lost.
not late. It's early, actually.
that one as well.
Okay, guys, I have some progress. I mean, last year we had so many people sending in, so like, I'm glad there's not as many this year, if I'm being politely honest, because it will make my job insane to catch up with.
So we don't know what's going to be the next award. Do we think it'll go to?
Unless they do. I mean, one of the supportings is always one of the first awards of the night, isn't it?
They're just going to mix around best film. It's literally just pulled out of the hat. You know, they're just going to go, okay, we're going to go best film, then we're going to go live action doc. Like, just all over the place.
And I don't want to talk about next year's Oscars because it's happening now and people get way too extreme themselves. But
it'll be Oppenheimer versus Flower Moon, right?
So many films. There's so many films. There's Flower Moon. There's Dune. There's Oppenheimer. There's films we haven't heard of. But I think because a lot of films we thought would be in this year's Oscars have been delayed to next year. That's why.
Actor in a supporting role is apparently up next on the new list.
Actor in a supporting role.
Dave, talking about your favourite film.
It's my second favourite blue people in water film this year. Black Panther being the first one.
I'm not gonna lie, after watching Titanic last, like not just doing the James Cameron stuff, but after watching Titanic at the cinema, that was like life changing. That is such a weird thing to talk about, but I'm properly on the Cameron hype train. Like I have as far as like industry craft goes, I genuinely don't think there's a better made film than Avatar in the George Lucas sense of filmmaking. Obviously, very different things.
I've sent you apparently that's the latest list of the run order. I've sent it to both groups, so Tate as well. But
go on. I won't be able to actually read that. If you,
it seems like we're going to get both supportings in a row next, potentially.
Ooh. So, best supporting actor. I think, did we all put down Ke Kwan? Or
that's what I went with. That was my
we all did.
Only choice. I think it's I just want to see him make a speech again because he just seems.
Do you know who needs to present it if he is to win?
Spielberg.
It needs to be Harrison Ford.
The rest of the Goonies cast.
If Harrison Ford presents it for him, though,
tears!
We imagine
Actual tears. No, don't they usually do it with the person who won Best Supporting Actress from the last year? So Best Supporting Actress.
They've actually just brought out both Kotzer and. Sorry, I almost just said Angela Bassett.
Are they doing them both back? Yeah, they are going to do them both back to back, and they're both out for supporting actor and actress.
We are going to get an Angela Bassett did the thing if she wins out, mate.
I don't think she's going to win. I don't know. It seems to have steered off her.
You don't think she's going to do the thing?
She'll definitely do the thing. I can't see anybody else taking this, but
Kerry Condon.
Yeah. She could take Best Supporting Actress. I think if anyone else is going to take it from Angela Bassett.
You know what? One of the ones I missed, I mean, I've only been able to see the main films, the ones I've seen before. Causeway was the one I had a lot of good stuff about from the get-go. And the Brian Tyrese Henry thing was something a lot of people were celebrating that nomination.
It's sort of a comeback for Jennifer Lawrence as well, wasn't it? Sort of her big movie.
Have you
back
seen that
and
trailer for that comedy she's doing?
It does look funny.
It
I'll
looks
give it
funny.
that.
It does look funny.
You know what? It's directed by the director that did Good Boys, which was one of the funniest films of the last few years, like an outright old school comedy.
So yeah, I'm quite looking forward to seeing that. I think she'll play that really. She does comedy very well, so I think she'll. Brendan Gleeson was awesome in Banshees.
I mean, if Cave Crown wins this, which we think he is,
yeah.
How bad does BAFTA look still? I know they were doing the whole British bias, whatnot.
Yeah,
but to win every single award possible except one.
Didn't Notting Hill win or Four Weddings when they were up against Pulp Fiction? I think Hugh Grant even said in the speech at the time, had Pulp Fiction been sent to a small quaint British town, that it might have had a better chance. But
what do you reckon clip they're going to go for Cave Crown? Do you think it's going to be the
bum bag one?
Bum bag, yeah, it has to be.
Or I don't know if it's going to be him in the tux.
Or possibly him in the closet explaining
outside the awards ceremony.
The multiverse.
I mean, Judd Hirsch was so good in Fable. I was kind of annoyed. It was after the nominations we got it, because I was expecting like great things from his scenes, whereas it was a surprise. It was so much funner. I don't like how they've edited around the clips.
All worthy. I mean, they're all great performances. Is another thing. Again, we're getting excellent performances. Nothing that you go, that isn't worthy of it. Getting.
There's no way he's not winning. You just hear the screaming of his name being said.
It's this comeback story. I think it really helps his Oscar win. Oscar. He's already crying. Oh, here we go. And the award goes to. Yes. Oh, now we get a speech.
Is this one of the greatest comebacks in cinema history?
Oh, 100%.
It's got to be, hasn't it?
I may have to mute on mic for the speech and just watch it, if that's okay. Just so I don't have
100%. I think everyone's going to be gone at this speech. I'm not lying.
Well, my speech is going to be 30 seconds behind because it's just his clip coming up right now. So.
Oh wow.
I mean, Ariana DeBose, Spielberg's absolutely buzzing. Ariana DeBose is crying. Michelle Yeoh's. Oh my god.
Yes, look at that. Still, the standing ovation still going on.
Ryan Johnson,
I genuinely
legend.
think, I just want to add, supporting actor on the night, that could be Best Picture,
What? You don't get this, like, these massive comeback stories very often in Hollywood, to have it's just this perfect timing and the actor behind it as well.
They say stories like this only happen in the movies. I cannot believe it's happening to me. This is the American dream. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for this happening, for this honor of a lifetime. Thank you to my mom for the sacrifices she made to get me here. To my little brother, David, who calls me every day just to remind me to take good care of myself. I love you, brother. Thank you to Kendall for all your support and everything you've done. Thank you to 824, to Daniel, Jonathan, Amy, Michelle, and my Judy's brother for life, Jeff Cohen. I owe everything to to the love of my life, my wife Ethel, who month after month, year after year for 20 years, told me that one day, my time will come. Dreams are something you have to believe in. I almost gave up on mine. To all of you out there, please keep your dreams alive.
Bob Iger.
Yeah.
He's thinking, come on, short round the series.
Thank you so much for welcoming me back. I love you. Thank you.
What a legend.
Oh, I didn't realize there's a camera right in front of the stage. That must be really annoying.
Got a hard camera right down the centre. And
Imagine being row one watching it and you just sat there.
also, they are going to go straight into supporting actress, like literally same presenters on stage go. They don't have an envelope though.
Oh,
An
sorry,
envelope
I've just seen. They'll get the envelope when they play the clips.
I wonder
This
if
is
the
the big
envelope
one.
runner.
I mean, I've just got to say, like, Stephanie Sue, I'm so excited got nominated. And I know that they're going for the career Oscar for Jamie Lee Curtis, but I just do not.
I don't actually know at this moment who's going to take Best Supporting Actress.
I still think Bassett. I've got a horrible
Bassett or Condon,
feeling,
right?
I've got a horrible feeling that there might be a career Oscar happening for Jamie Lee Curtis, and I'm dreading it.
I don't know. I don't mind Jamie Lee Curtis getting an Oscar.
For that film,
Once again, if Jamie Lee Curtis gets the Oscar, then it's sealed up. Best Picture's won.
If she does, I'm going to go out and buy some sausage fingers, not more than these, and then make movies just randomly for the rest of my life.
Hong Chow was amazing.
She was amazing in The Whale.
She was very good.
And Kerry Condon was amazing as well.
Do you want to whack up the volume a little bit just so I can hear who wins?
It's just been an amazing year for like Oscar. I think because we've had the knock-ons of COVID and whatnot.
It's been some incredible, like the films this year. Like, say, there's nothing that you'd put out there that's been really weak. There's nothing that you've been going.
Jamie Lee Curtis. Tate, can you hear it?
Yeah.
Dave, you came me playing this nostalgia.
Oh yeah, it's fine. I've got mine silent. I'm just watching I'm pretty much almost in sync with what's going on in your.
I just think it'd be one of the worst performances ever to win an Oscar for. I mean, considering when you look at how good she was in Knives Out 3-4 years ago.
But I think this Stephanie Yu could be the
dark horse.
Why she didn't get more nominations throughout the rest of the award season is beyond me, because I thought she was excellent in Everything Everywhere.
She wasn't getting nominated anywhere. That's what frustrated me.
She had such a lack of awards. Here we go.
The Oscar goes to
Jamie Lee Curtis, you're right. It's being given. Wow. That is. I think we've just seen
Best Picture has been sealed.
Yeah.
Best Picture is sealed.
It's definitely a wow. Has anyone put that in their listing of best?
It was happening.
Okay, well, now the big question is: will it win every single award it's nominated for? Becoming
no. This was a career. This was the career Oscar. This was.
I mean, fair play for. I mean, how old is she now? Is this her first nomination?
She should have been nominated for Knives Out.
She was exceptional at Knives Out.
Do you say about downstate? But she's a legend, and True Lies is amazing.
True Lies.
Yeah, that's okay. You can turn it back down again. I'm going to watch the speech.
This is interesting.
That's a big one. That's a big jump.
It's too early to have had the big one, I feel. I think this is too early for the big one.
think they're going to give all the awards out to everything surrounding but picture, maybe? Like everybody in the film gets the award they're nominated
I
for.
think Blanchett's winning actress.
Tar was
It's tough because you've got career Oscar again versus the best performance by a country mile of the year. But it's her third Oscar. So if you're an Oscar voter, do you give it to the career Oscar or do you give us all their third Oscar?
Yeah.
That's the lock we're in, I think.
Well, that is such a shift. I did not see that coming at all. Even when you were saying about like an Oscar just for Korea, but
For such a bad role she was in as well. Sorry, I'm just gonna say it.
I don't think it was a bad role. I just don't think it was the exceptional role to take.
It's not an accolade role for like it was a fun role to get her in that. I mean, she saw a stock image photo and said, "I'm going to base a performance around sawn off a stock image." They're like, "Come on, David, it's time to go this way." I bet she's such a legend, though. You can't dislike her. That's what I don't want to come across like that.
Oh, the question as well, as good as Angela Bassett's performance was that also up for a career Oscar?
Oh yeah, 100%, because they didn't give it to her in the 90s.
Exactly.
But hers was more of a robbery from a role she should have had in the 90s.
Oh, it's Cara Delevingne. Didn't realise who that was.
What's the next award?
I'm going to assume it's a dance. None of us had Jamie Lee Curtis.
Documentary feature film.
No one had Jamie Lee Curtis. Oh, the 100%'s gone. The 100%'s gone. But we're all on the same amount of points, right?
Three. Oh yeah, I think we're all.
Yeah.
No one had that. Oh no, we're getting a musical performance first before the next award.
Please tell me it's RR.
No, I think it's.
Is it Lady Gaga?
No, it's.
So did you guys hear about the Lady Gaga stuff? So you know she's filming Joker Part 2 in New York. They announced yesterday she wasn't going to come to the Oscars. They announced this morning actually she's going to make it in now.
She's going to do what?
She's going to perform Hold My Hand.
Oh.
I mean, New York to LA is not far for a rich person on a private plane.
I can't actually remember.
There's applause from Tell Like a Woman.
What are the 5 songs nominated this year for Best Original
We
Song?
have applause from Tell Like a Woman.
Mm-hmm.
We have Hold My Hand from Top Gun, Lift Me Up from Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. We have Natu Natu from Triple R, and we have This Is Life from Everything Everywhere All at Once.
A few people on my Twitter saying they didn't realize Jimmy Kimmel and Jimmy Fallon were 2 different people. I mean, that might explain why some people were fuming when they saw that Jimmy Kimmel was going to host the Oscars and just didn't know which one it was.
It's like, I can't have this.
Is now a good time to plug various different merch on the channel and stuff.
I mean, I can plug our Rocky reviews for the 4K discs wearing this Rocky dressing gown. And I'm not being asked by Warner Brothers to do this. I know that sometimes when people drop reviews, they assume they get paid. A, we don't, and B, no, the studio don't want us to review them.
No, but what we will say is go follow us on all of our social medias to keep up to date with any of the other videos we do. We don't just do Oscar stuff. We do Rocky reviews. We do various other reviews, new releases. We do a monthly movie show, which still is untitled. We do loads of different things on the channel. So please go and follow us on Twitter and Instagram at cinema_savvy, Facebook and Letterboxd. Just type in Cinema Savvy and go on to Redbubble. You can pick up a jumper or this pillow, which I did bring to Austria.
Nice.
As back support for this evening.
Soon coming to the stores, Dave Tuck's t-shirts, where you can join in next year. The t-shirt with...
Exactly. So, we did talk a little bit about Oscars from a tiny bit, touching on Power of the Dog and Coda from last year. Was there any other films that you think have kind of raised in their status from last year's Oscars, or any films that have completely dropped off the map?
Dune Part 1 nominated for 10 Oscars, won 6, and apparently wasn't good enough to be Best Director nominated.
Maybe that is sort of the big miss.
You can't. Oh, listen, guys, you've got a great soundtrack, you've got great visuals, you've got great cinematography, you've got great editing, you've got great sound, you've got a great screenplay. Sorry, mate, not your direction, but you hired all of these and had them do a good job.
Do you think that comes with maybe if Dune Part 2 hits, like they give it like they did Return of the King, where they went, well, you made all these Lord of the Rings movies about walking around, I guess you can get a Best Picture Oscar?
And this is why we have the immortal Dune versus Oppenheimer, because I think, dependent on how Oppenheimer covers Oppenheimer, in the sense if anyone's familiar with his real life, what happened, the Americans basically fucked him over saying he was a communist in the 50s. Dependent on how much Nolan wants to go into that side of things, I think Oppenheimer's, if it's at the quality it is, I think that will be the career Oscar for Nolan. Just because it's about American history, it's a biopic, it's Nolan, it's half of Hollywood in the film.
I was going to say they're going to have to best supporting actor or actress in for Oppenheimer is going to have to be literally the whole thing. Like we've got 20 people this year, all nominated.
Well, this is
where it's got like 2 women, but it's Florence Pugh and Emily Blunt, and it's like there was
a really interesting conversation that we had on our best animated reviews of all of the best animated nominees for the Oscars. And one of the things that Charlie actually brought up was casting or best ensemble cast should be included into the Oscars, as well as best stunts. And there was another one, which I think was, I can't remember if it was animated direction or no, voice acting, best voice acting performance of the year.
Oh, I wouldn't want voice acting, not in a disrespectful way, because it would just go to someone like Chris fucking Pratt for playing Mario for being Chris Pratt.
Okay, but I'm not going to lie.
It's a Mario.
The Mario film actually looks pretty good from Illumination.
Oh, I know it is, but the main voice sounds terrible.
If voice acting was going to get a nomination there, it'd be Jack Black for Bowser, guaranteed.
I think they need best. I mean, SAG is just best ensemble. That should be award anyway. Best stunt should be best stunt choreography. And I mean, I think when I was on the A to Z Bond podcast, we spoke For the World Is Not Enough. Tom sent me a book to read on the making of. And even in 1998, they were saying, why don't we have an Oscar for best stunts? And that's like a book from the 90s, contextually published in the 90s. And it just, Last of Us advert, sorry. It just makes you think, like, last year we had the drama of we're not going to televise all the awards and got slaughtered. This year they're going back to televising them.
It's only right. Though. Everyone gets their day in the sun. I mean, they get those technical Oscars that they don't show anybody. Apart from partway through this thing, we'll go, oh, we had some awards the other day where people got Oscars too, but we don't really talk about them.
My frustration is that the Oscars want to modernise, but they want to be like the gaming awards, right? And I don't watch gaming awards, but do you know why they're massive every year? They're free and they're live on YouTube. And millions of people are tuning in because it's live on YouTube. And
that's why Sky have moved this year. It's on 4 of their channels across.
But not enough people know.
I only found out today on a tweet before I started. Yeah.
And obviously the clocks have gone back are probably going to help today's views as well. 1 hour. We get the Mandalorian at 7 a.m. for the next 2 weeks.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Still my office day though. So do I get to the office for 7 an hour before I begin to watch the Mandalorian? I do not know. Depp Entertainment. Angela got robbed, but I am fine with Jamie winning. And this is kind of it, like career-wise, no one's upset that Jamie Lee Curtis has won an Oscar. I think it's performance for that. Especially when there's a better performance by someone in the same film that's a supporting actress. But that ad break is at an end. I'm going to guess we're going to get a Best Picture nominee discussion every time there's an ad break.
Maybe, yeah.
I assume so. They've got 10 to get through. So
Tar's good.
Tar was fantastic. Tar was fantastic.
Very different film than I expected when I put it on.
I think Tar wins Best Picture almost any other year than this year.
That's an excellent call.
Yeah. It has a Best Picture feel about it when you're watching it as well, doesn't it?
Very much.
It feels like it has the grandiose of it.
It's Todd Field's first film in 16 years. He's wrote it for Kate Blanchett, and if she didn't say yes, he wasn't making the film. That must know when you know you're onto something like good. Did you hear about the short film as well?
No.
They made a short film that premiered at Berlinale last month. It's never going to be released to the public. That one screening of the short film last month is the only time it will ever be screened in its history.
Wow.
Crazy.
Dare I say, they can't give it to two films about music 2 years in a row.
That's why
I
Elvis can't win because of Rami Malek getting.
Here's one of my predicaments. If I think Tar should be winning Best Original Screenplay, it's not going to. But if it does take that, it will take Cate Blanchett straight away.
My personal kind of thing with Tar is, if we're comparing it to last year's Coda, I really enjoyed Coda. I'd happily rewatch Coda. Coda's a lovely, nice film, but Tar is just a better made film. Just straight up. Like, the thing that carries Coda is the acting performances and the wholesomeness of it all. Whereas this film has phenomenal cinematography, phenomenal acting performances, brilliant camera work. It's got everything across the board. It's a better made film.
Tar is like what people think Joker is.
Mm.
Like, oh, look at this study of this individual.
Riz Ahmed, look at those collars. That's a collar to be proud of.
So what do we got next?
We
Best
have
I think
Best
documentary.
Yeah. It seems to be going along that list that I've sent out. So yeah, Best Documentary Feature Film is next. And then straight to Live Action Short after that.
What do we have as our predictions for documentary again?
So, for Best Documentary Feature, I've got Fire of Love, then All That Breathes. So you've got All the Beauty and the Bloodshed and Navalny. Dave, you've got All the Beauty and the Bloodshed and Navalny. I think Navalny's going to win because I've seen that announced a lot recently. But I'm just going to talk about the fact that Moonish Daydream wasn't nominated for a reason none of us still know.
Must say it's the one, those categories that I've just not got around to seeing any of the actual.
Someone put Bob Iger watching Jamie Lee Curtis win Oscar thinking Freaky Friday 2, let's go. Ke Kwan, does that make him the second Indiana Jones actor to win an Oscar after Sean Connery?
Has Harrison never won an Oscar?
No, he's never won an Oscar.
Oh,
I believe he's had one nomination.
You think he'll win a Lifetime Achievement one or something like that?
Probably next year.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, imagine how good his speech would be.
Actually, that's a good question.
Get up on stage, nod his head, and go.
Is there anyone up for a Lifetime Achievement Award this year? Like, what's the deal with it? Because normally they announce it beforehand, don't they?
I don't think the Academy do it like BAFTA do.
There's nothing in the listing for like all the awards that are going through that anyone's up for Lifetime, and yeah, I've not heard anything about it.
I mean, I guess Jamie Lee Curtis is a Lifetime award. There you go, Navalny.
Oh, excellent! Did not. I say it's one of those picks that you kind of just pick a name out of the hat because I hadn't seen anything, so it's hard to judge.
I guess it's also quite topical. I feel, especially with
Well, I actually don't know what it's about. That sounds terrible.
So Navalny was the opposition to Putin, and he was a guy who got imprisoned and poisoned. He got imprisoned and poisoned and taken off. So it's topical, very topical.
Oh, okay. That would explain a lot.
Mm-hmm.
That's not what's David Tennant doing on TV? He's playing one of the.
He's playing the one who got poisoned in the UK.
There's so many. Who could have ever thought that Vladimir Putin could have been a dodgy guy?
Dodgy is
an understatement of the year.
I was going to say. Oh yeah, that Putin.
I mean, did you read that Zelensky? Not to get into more politics, but Zelensky asked to be on the Oscars, didn't he? And they said no this year.
Yeah, they turned him down. That's apparently the second year in a row he asked to go on last year as well, and they refused to go on. Cate Blanchett and Crystal Skull.
Is that because they're still accepting submissions from Russian-based films for the Oscars?
I mean, the thing I have for that, and not to get into the politics of the Ukraine, so obviously want it to end well.
We have a very good comment.
Yeah.
Cate Blanchett and Crystal Skull.
Very,
Of course,
very good.
there we go.
Good shout. Good shout. Oh, that's great.
John Hurt.
John Hurt win an Oscar. Did he win for Elephant Man?
Pretty sure he's won an Oscar.
I know he's won a BAFTA. Let me have a look. John Hurt. Oh, what a legend. There's when I rewatched Alien a few months ago. I just forgot.
It's really, really bad, but whenever someone says John Hurt, all I can think is playing the dragon from the old Merlin opening title sequences.
John Hurt was nominated for 2 Oscars for Midnight Express and The Elephant Man and won neither.
I thought he won for Elephant Man.
BAFTA on the other hand, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 BAFTA nominations. 1, 2, 3, 4 wins. That's a great show, the Kate Blanchett and Crystal. I mean, I forgot she's in that. I mean, how did you get Kate Blanchett in? And for a start, a blockbuster type film. You know, you get her in Lord of the Rings trilogy. You think, great, that's like an A-list actress who's on a film they wouldn't normally.
Has Ray Winston won any Oscars for something really obscure like?
I wish
I think it was in that documentary Speaking Cockney, I believe it was.
Oh, they're doing straight documentary short as well.
Oh wow, that's
you know what? I'll give them this. Host doing two awards each. I think that's better for pacing.
This is very good.
The Red Suitcase. That's not one, by the way. I'm just reading out the what was on the screen.
So, what are our predictions for this one?
So, documentary short. I've got Stranger at the Gate, The Elephant Whispers. Tate, you've got How Do You Measure a Year and The Elephant Whisperers. Dave, you've got The Elephant Whisperers and How Do You Measure a Year. I don't think it's going to be any of our picks, by the way.
Again, name out of a hat for me for these ones, unfortunately.
Same.
Not something I've seen.
No idea.
An Irish Goodbye. None of us had it. No, sorry. It was best live action short film. Completely ignore me.
I was going to say, because How Do You Measure a Year is not in that category.
George, I've sent you a list with all the Oscar nominations on this, all the running order.
So who got points for that?
It's gone exactly as that list that I sent. I think out with an Irish. Does anyone go with an Irish?
You both did. I had it second, George. You both had it first.
Ooh,
that's right.
Okay, that explains a lot, right?
So I didn't realize this, but apparently the short, so best short film, best live action doc, and short doc, and best short film, animated short film, they're all really good tells for 5 or 6 years' time. Possible best director nominees and filmmakers coming through.
I have seen all of the best animated shorts this year, which is apart from the Emu one. That's the only one I couldn't find.
Oh, look at Colin Farrell, legend. You know what? I've loved Colin Farrell across the entirety of this war season. Every time he's done an interview, every time he spoke on TV, he's just been bloody magnificent in anything he's talking about.
He seems from that. Oh, a Disney
100 sign. Here we go. Bob Iger walks out on stage. So, guys, there's a cut to an ad break for us.
I think we are getting it.
Do you reckon Americans are getting a trailer for something?
Well, I'll be able to tell you if we're getting a trailer for something, and I'll give
tell
you
us
my
if we
live
do,
reaction.
Because they've took our screen away.
We've just got the word Oscars on the screen, so they've taken whatever they're about to show for Disney 100. You might see them when not.
Little Mermaid trailer.
Might be.
I will let you know.
Thanks, Dave.
I will let you know.
Keep us informed.
Bob Iger sat there smug like, I've just announced the next 8 Star Wars films.
Here we go. I'm just going to mute on mic for a second.
We've not completed the advert, yeah.
So there you go. So that was probably a 30-second TV spot for something new.
I'm guessing so. That was
Little Mermaid.
I did Little Mermaid.
Is it really
do you want me
dark?
to? Do you
People were complaining about the poster.
I'll do this so you can hear.
Some of the best heroes, villains,
Oh,
and
there we go.
stories of all time. And this amazing legacy would not be complete without The Little Mermaid. 1,735 remarkable film artists, technicians, and craftspeople came together to tell this new story. And I may
It's so
be
much
biased,
like
but
they
I have
booster out, and
enjoyed
everyone's like,
making
"Oh,
this
this
film, and
awful
it's been a
poster too." And they're
complete
based
joy.
on literally the
I
original teaser
absolutely
poster.
agree. And it has been such an honor stepping into the iconic role of Ariel. It's been
Oh, they're all on the stage.
it's been an extraordinary experience, a dream come true for me. So we are so excited to
this
give you
Natalie
the
Portman
first
trailer
look
about
at
3
our
times.
upcoming film, coming to theaters May 26th.
Trailer. I'm gonna mute because trailer we might
Yeah.
get copyright strikes.
might
Yeah,
get-
we will.
yeah.
We will for that. Yeah, we will.
I wonder if they're going to do that throughout the night. Then I wonder if there's going to be little teasers.
They
of-
normally do stuff like that, but they don't normally. The American broadcast tends to get it on the ad breaks
Mm,
because the Lion King, Disney always have a spot there. To be fair, half my Twitter is still Arsenal fans. Jimmy Kimmel's speech. He said the 2 guys who insisted we go to the theatre didn't come to our theatre today. That's James Cameron and Tom Cruise. You know that Jonathan Majors is presenting an award with Michael B. Jordan today as well. That I'm
Yeah.
very excited for. There's a lot of people are against this Best Supporting Actress Oscar.
I think it's more that it's I think it's taken quite a few people by surprise that they've given it to Jamie Lee Curtis.
Oh, they've released the official trailer on Twitter now for Little Mermaid.
I'll
I'll watch that in the morning.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's not one for the night.
I mean, at least we know we're probably going to get Indiana Jones at Star Celebration. I can't believe I had to think then.
I can't believe it's like in.
I'll put it this way: she holds the note. Sorry, I just watched the trailer. She holds the note in Part of Your World for a very long time. I'll put it that way.
The problem I have is now I've seen Avatar: The Way of Water, and this isn't the Little Mermaid's fault or Black Panther. Water filming has now changed. They have Disney's releasing a water now at the worst possible time.
I'll be honest. It looked good in the trailer, and it's got Javier Bardem in it. So,
I mean, they filmed it during practically during COVID. Like that was a very practical shoot. There were pirate ships they built at Pinewood for it. They went on location in Italy to shoot this film. They almost cast Harry Styles and got rid of him and saved us all. The Little Mermaid. I mean, let's be honest. If you take away all this aggro of Disney remaking this, and this, if you were going to put 5 on a table 10 years ago and say, right, Disney's going to make 5 animated films into live action, Little Mermaid is one of the 5.
Yeah,
It would have been Little Mermaid, The Lion King, Cinderella, Jungle Book, Snow White. That's probably the 5 off the top of my head that are probably the biggest in terms of scale and what they would want to make into a film.
Sleeping Beauty.
With Maleficent kind of.
I don't know.
Like if you were thinking of the big 5.
I'm still waiting out for they're making a Lilo and Stitch live action film now, aren't they?
they are.
The Four
Cinematography
Hunchback,
up
really?
next.
How are you going to do Stitch in live action?
Well, you come down that argument.
Actually,
again of
Tate, did
what's
they have
live
the little?
action,
Did they have the
what's-
crab thing? Did they have Sebastian in that trailer?
I'm pretty sure I saw him in the background, possibly.
Oh,
It was a lot of
Quiet
fish
on the Western
visuals.
Front
Go.
is now the next movie being looked at.
My dad watched it the other night. I felt betrayed. I came down. He says, "I'm finally watching." I was like, "Great. How's the subtitles?" He goes, "English dub." I was like, "Okay." But he said Netflix automatically had it in that setting.
You have to go in and change it. Yeah, what a film! It's so well done.
It's phenomenal. It's so fantastic. I mean, I was so glad that I was able to see it, and
Yeah,
I'll continue to tell the story. London Film Festival, it was what I was raving about, and no one else had seen it yet.
But
And they were like,
"Why wouldn't?
"What are you talking
Netflix,
about?
right?
Why?"
If you're Netflix,
why does that
a
not get a
war
cinema release?
film, you would premiere a war film at the
Oh, La La Land.
British festival for the year.
Cinematography.
Oh, cinematography. So, did we all see the Roger Deakins announcement today? He says the best cinematography last year wasn't nominated because they're all snobs. He said Batman and Greg Fraser should be winning. He then said the second best was Top Gun Maverick, which also wasn't nominated. And now we have Jonathan Majors, one absolute fucking unit.
What were our predictions for this category?
Oh, it's quite a weak cinematography this year. Let's have a look.
I think I went All Quiet on the Western
I've
Front.
got
I think.
all three of us have All Quiet. I've got Elvis second. Dave, you've got Elvis second. I mean, I know Tate, you haven't seen Creed 3. Have you seen it yet, Dave?
No, not yet.
For Michael B. Jordan's first directed film is rather magnificent. Like, genuinely, like, he has good future as a director.
How's Jonathan Majors' kind of slow takeover of Hollywood going? Because I know it hit a snag with Ant-Man.
Well, he was the best thing in Ant-Man.
I was going to say, I don't think he hit a snag. I think, he was the standout.
He did an interview.
In that movie.
He did the best review of Ant-Man possible. He says as long as his reputation came out all right, which he told him his team said did come out all right, then it's okay. And then Creed 3, he's just the fucking weapon. Like, he is the best villain in all the Rocky Creed films already. I mean, this time next year, he might be getting nominated. If it's... I forgot the name. Magazine something. Oh, basically, the film that's just premiered of his at Sundance was picked up for big money. And it's basically, they're comparing it like Taxi Driver. Like, it's the psychological drama of a bodybuilder. But again, this is so insulting. I can tell you why the Batman's not nominated, because Greg Fraser won last year and he'll probably win again next year for June. But for Roger Deakins to come out and say they got it wrong when he's nominated as well, fair play to him.
Here we go.
Do you want to turn it up so I can hear?
The award goes to All Quiet on the Western Front.
There you go. That's the first award of the night.
That's fair. So that's going to win Best Foreign Language Film as well.
Oh, without a single doubt.
Yeah. There's no way it doesn't.
Well deserved.
Should be. I do agree that it should be Batman. I don't know how they got it wrong. And Top Gun. Like, they built new cameras for Top Gun. They developed new cameras to shoot a film like that on. And I think that's what Roger Deakins got really pissed off about. He's like when he was talking about it.
As nice as the cinematography was in Empire of Light, that film was so dull.
But let's be honest, it wasn't. It got nominated because of Roger Deakins. Because the really interesting thing is that all of these, what's the word I'm thinking of? All the nominees are British, and he spoke about that, saying like it's great for British cinematographers. And he's like, "But you fucked up a great creator."
Are we able to get an update on the scores for the night? Are there any ones?
We are. So you are both on 13 points, and
Nice.
I am on 10.
Oh,
still
George.
pretty tight at the moment. That's all right. It's all right.
Still anyone's to play for.
I was going to say, what was the winning total from previous years? About 45 or something like that?
It switched each year, didn't it? I don't want to load them all up. I had them written somewhere once. Some of them are in the 40s, some of them are in the 50s, some are in the 60s and 70s. So it's sort of
My
varies.
big question is there anyone at home who's 100% so far? I doubt it.
No one. So far, the three we've got sent in is the three we've got sent in is on 10, 9, and 9.
Yeah, that's right, people. We're competing against all of you at home as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what happens if there's a tie? Do we have to rock, paper, scissors or something? You know,
That's
like...
literally all we're going to do, yeah.
Just do who's had the most first picks.
Or whoever gets best film right, I guess. But we'd have the same pick, wouldn't we?
Donnie Yen being at the Oscars, and then the guy who spoiled Rogue One, never to be seen again.
He's here to promote John Wick 4. Bring out Keanu Reeves, please.
I'm looking forward to John Wick 4.
I can't wait.
You get
2
so far into
hours,
some of
50 minutes. 2 hours
The
and 50 minutes
the
of
early
Keanu Reeves killing
reviews.
people.
I was going to say the early reviews are that it's the most brutal and violent film.
That's
so
American sensationalism, though.
Mm.
The fact they've got Johnny and Hiroki Sanada.
Oh, it's the Everywhere, All at Once song is up next.
I didn't realize it had a song. Is this how out of the loop I've been?
Yeah, pretty much. I'll be honest. Best original song nowadays is.
Wait, is it Stephanie Sue singing?
I'm not sure.
No, it's not. It's just a costume, isn't it?
But I was going to say best original song goes to a Bond film, and then whichever film has a musical out this year usually goes to, and then past that, it's a complete shot in the
You have
dark.
to remember that Man and Muppet from the Muppets did win best.
I mean,
best
is this
song
really going to
in
be
the year
Lady
it was
Gaga
out.
this year? I don't see Lady Gaga not winning this because it's Lady Gaga, isn't it? She did Top Gun.
Yeah.
No, Natu is going to win it.
Actually, yeah, I think
I actually can't wait for the Natu performance.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
100%. I hope they're both there and they perform it live. That would be fantastic.
I think they are. I think they confirmed it.
Brilliant. Honestly, it is one of the wildest films I've seen in many years. It's just so good.
Is that actually Stephanie Sue singing? I'm sorry, I just need to know.
It is. If it's not, it's a spitting double of her.
I
But
don't
she's
know
not
if it's because
listed.
they've
She's
got
not
her in the
listed on the
costume.
actual.
On the album.
The sausage fingers are out, guys. The sausage fingers are out.
The sausage fingers are out. Oh,
I hate that gag so much in the film. I'm sorry to be a killer.
I love it.
What they should have done is just had 2 rocks with eyes while the song played.
Hey, you can buy your own rock with eyes from the A24 store for only like $50. That's right. It's just a rock with googly eyes on.
Googly eyes.
No, it is Stephanie Sue singing.
Wow.
And David Byrne. Oh my god, they did unveil Sebastian in The Little Mermaid.
What does he look like? An actual.
Terrible.
Oh, that looks awful.
Jesus. I'll be fine for it.
I'll see it. I don't think I've seen any of the Disney remakes at the actual cinema. I've always just waited for a home release for them all. There's nothing that I'll rush out to see.
New Little Mermaid, yeah, no. I've checked out from the Disney live action remakes until they make one that actually gets, good reviews.
Oh, we're back on an ad break.
They're advertising Top Gun Maverick.
Well, I'll let you know if they're advertising something instead of, what ad break you're getting in the UK.
They've really quickly gone through some of these the categories tonight. This double thing, so it's really flying through.
So apparently Pedro Pascal is coming on to give an award out at some point. Is he going to be going in the full Mando outfit, or is he going to be going in the Last of Us getup? What were you saying?
Half and half, like literally right down
The
the
screams.
center.
The screams are going to be insane when he comes out.
Did you watch his Hot Ones that he did the other day?
Not
Yes,
yet.
I
I've
did.
still not
It's
seen it.
fantastic. It's brilliant.
It's just, I just want
He's
the man
such a
to be my
lovely
friend.
guy.
Yeah,
Such a lovely guy. It's a Pfizer advert. It's a drug advert, basically.
all right, cool. Get your injections. Is what or don't, wherever you stand.
Right, films, guys, for you that got snubbed. I think like no nominations at all. I think Nope's the biggest
in
one for me.
Oscar history
For this one this year.
I mean, it did get a nomination for best song, but RRR should have been nominated for best foreign language film.
I didn't realize
That's India's fault, right? Because they just didn't submit it. They picked another film, didn't they? Because like the country picks a film, don't they?
Mm.
What trailer is this? It's Gang of London. Yeah, it says from the Lab Bible. That's not going to be an actual proper TV. Sorry, reference to that. Gangs is proper TV. Just when the Lab Bible is your main selling point on the review, that's when you know it's not going to be anything else.
Actually, a film that I watched the other day, which I think should have been up for cinematography and also for best foreign language film, was French's Athena.
I've not heard of that. Did they not submit it?
Fantastic. I'm not sure. I need to look into it. It was on Netflix. It's all based on this one basically apartment area, a bit like The Raid, but it's like these people, one of the people from the apartment block gets murdered, and they basically defend it from the police because they start a riot inside. It's brilliant. It's fantastic.
I thought the menu should have got something. I thought I really enjoyed the menu.
100%.
I've still not seen it.
I really enjoyed the menu.
Really liked. Yeah, I thought it was an excellent, well put together film. Don't know if it's Oscar.
Another film I watched last night. A film that I watched last night, which I think should have been given something. Nope.
Yeah,
Really?
I thought Nope was great.
I did enjoy Nope. Didn't
Really?
enjoy
Nope.
it. Yeah.
For me, Nope
I
should have been
enjoyed
up for cinematography, sound. I'm still traumatized from
sound.
the. I'm
monkey.
still traumatized, to be fair, from the first thing.
I like the monkey scene where the monkey ravaged the kids show that they did, but the big butthole in the sky I wasn't overly keen on. But that's right, I said it, big butthole in the sky. That's all it was.
It was just such a weird release for it, like summer. Like if that had dropped maybe like October, November, when it was quite quiet, I think that would have picked up some more momentum.
I mean, there's no nomination for Don't Worry Darling this year, and I'm not sure what happened with that movie. I don't know if anybody heard anything about it.
They're supporting acts of Harry Styles.
I know one
did see
we
that
discussed in the best animated film. We discussed that Wendell and Wild wasn't nominated.
I haven't seen it. That for Dave.
And also possibly Mad God also being kind of on the outside looking in. There's a few animated actually this year that could have been put forward.
Which is nice again that they're not just having to fill spaces for them. Ooh, well,
I'm genuinely having a look through. What would the Northman be nominated for?
Women talking.
Northman, cinematography, production design. Cinematography, production design, score. The score for that is insane.
I loved Women Talking. I really enjoyed it.
I saw it this morning. I suppose Chai actually. I thought it was a stage play because
feels like it. It does feel that way.
I know it was adapted, and I just thought I'd read somewhere it was a stage play. It turns out it wasn't. It was a book. I was not bored, but I was sort of there like, this is why it should be a stage play. But clearly, it wasn't ever a stage play anyway.
So my comment on the review was that. Oh,
hair
very quickly. My comments on the review, was that it shouldn't have been adapted into a film. It should have been adapted into a stage play. And the film is good and serves its purpose, but it would have made for a much better stage play than a film.
I thought it should have been up for acting performances, not necessarily best film.
Samuel L. Jackson.
Is it the only nomination is up for best film? No other nominations?
Adapted screenplay and best film.
Oh, adapted screenplay, that's it.
Best hair and makeup. Okay, film. This is going to be fun. I've got Elvis and Black Panther. Tay, you've got The Whale and Elvis. Dave, you've got The Whale and Elvis. This is the genuine battle, isn't it? Because the best actors go into either the hair and makeup of Elvis as well, or I think whoever wins this is winning best actor.
Go on, which is unusual. We've come a long way from the Suicide Squad. Do you want to whack it up just so I can hear?
They're still going through. They're still just talking. I mean, I think The Whale is going to win this just because of. Thing is, it's one character in it, though. That's the thing.
I think All Quiet might have a shout of taking this. You know.
I mean, the Batman for hair. Oh yeah, Colin Farrell. Forgot about that. He's filming at the moment.
The Penguin. I saw the pictures from the Penguin set.
I mean, Black Panther. Actually, really looking at this, it should be Black Panther for hair and makeup, shouldn't it?
They certainly coloured in their blue people very well.
Oh, this is actually really interesting award, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, let's find out.
Will.
Well, here we go. I think that's Brendan Fraser of the Oscar confirmed.
Fantastic.
I think it's nice that they did give Butler a few awards. It's come through. And I think it has made it much more interesting. But I just think performance-wise, I'm not an Elvis fan at all, but I did love the Elvis movie. I thought it was an excellent movie. I thought he's an excellent the part, but the Will did things to me that I can't describe.
The way I see it, because Elvis is a lot bigger in America than here, right? Not in like a disrespectful way to his music. If being won here, after Elvis, I don't see any way at all it just doesn't win the Oscar, because America is way more not like looking after their own, but you know where I'm sort of coming from, like that mindset of how the Americans vote. Like Elvis is more of the American icon, so it's winning in Britain, it's going to win in America.
I just think I don't know.
It's an interesting race.
I think when they gave it to Rami Malek, who didn't deserve,
which was one of the worst. It's a shit imitation where he didn't actually sing.
Yeah. To then obviously you missed Taron Egerton, who did an amazing job as Elton John, who probably should have won it the year after.
And he didn't try and be Elton John.
Yeah. No, he was excellent at that. And then to get this interpretation of Elvis, I just don't know if they're going to give it to that.
Especially when Austin Butler's kept the voice for like 2 years after filming.
He's still going. Still the thing.
It's so. The thing is, though, the voice actually suits him really well.
I can't like Elvis anymore. Oh, Warner Brothers. You're getting a Warner Brothers clip of some kind. We've got to an advert.
I'm going to guess you're going to get Shazam.
Fury of the Gods.
I mean, what other Warner Brothers films are coming out? Or The Flash, starring Ezra Miller.
Oh, you might get The Flash, yeah.
I might get Flash.
I'll
tell you guys in about 20 seconds.
In full Batman outfit.
Batman 2 starts filming in November, though.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be a big one.
I'm really looking forward to that. For the Flash movie, that didn't have any appeal to me. That trailer did like.
It looks terrible.
Really?
Michael Keaton looks like he regrets being back.
No, I think it's going to be great.
Is Barbie? Because Margot Robbie's out here.
Oh, it will be then. Yeah, it'll be Barbie. Well, then, that means we need an Oppenheimer trailer. You can't release one without the other.
I'm just going to turn this up.
Hold on, no, we don't want to get copyright strike on the trailer.
Copyright strike.
It's not an advert. It's just Morgan Freeman and Margot Robbie talking at the moment.
But is Morgan Freeman in?
I want Morgan Freeman to literally narrate the Barbie movie. That to me would be the perfect thing. In this world of plastic.
Oh, they've released another new poster for the Little Mermaid, and they made sure it's actually coloured in this time.
But I say the first one, I don't see why I got the hit. It's literally based off a teaser for the animated movie.
Very quickly, it's competing 100-year anniversaries because it's 100 years of Warner Brothers as well.
Yeah, did you not know this?
Warner
Brothers is going all out. They've already got their if I was upstairs, the Training Day 4K has got the Warner Brothers 100 logo on it.
Right, I've not seen that.
Disney are Bob Iger did a statement this weekend saying that basically summed up streaming you can't make money off, and they need to start releasing films again on home media. Cinema, home media gaps. Basically, he needs to make the company some money. When Puss in Boots for animation exceeded all expectation.
That's good. I think it's nice that these films are coming out and people are like, "Oh, Puss in Boots, was it second or third movie?" Like, okay, but the stylized version that they're now doing, everyone saw what Spider-Man at the Spider-Verse did.
I mean, they delayed it a good year or two, didn't they? Puss in Boots to change animation.
They changed the animation style. I don't know if you've seen the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle trailer that came out this week.
I've not, but I've seen a photo.
Well. Very much that style again as well. I think it's animation could really step up in the next couple of years in the way they're going to try and stylize things out and the way it's going to be shot. So I think there's a lot more that are going to come out, and you'll be like, actually, that's from what could have been an average. That Puss in Boots would have been just another additional
3D animated.
Yeah, to change it up. It's like, all right, okay, I see what you're doing now.
I mean, I think the issue we have as well is that Pixar came along and have changed animation for the better. Like, understatement saying they've changed it for the better. The problem was every single studio copying them after. And, like, the actual animators are losing. They're not independents, but it's like they're losing the will to animate in new and exciting ways, etc., etc. And I think, as you said, Spider-Verse, because the concept of Spider-Verse is simple, it's an animated comic book panel, and it's fantastic.
Very, very quickly, they showed a load of clips of various different films that are going to be coming out, past films, but also films coming out this year, including a very small clip from the new Dune film, very small clip from the new Flash film, very small clip from...
How small is a clip? Like a still?
We're talking about 2 seconds per film.
Okay. We've still just got the Oscars logo on the screen and have not gone back to the actual...
They're on that break here, if that makes sense.
Cool, that'll be why. It's strange that their timings are sort of out with where we're just getting this Oscars screen, where I guess this is where they would have the Alex Zane thing normally, where they have them talking about what's happened so far. And oh, here we go. We are back live in the room.
Are we going to get another best film? Yeah. But you liked me yesterday.
I did love.
What's next on the best film docket?
Banshees.
Oh my God, they asked The Rock about Black Adam. At audience scores in the 90s, the critics just took a couple of shots. The audience didn't fucking turn up, mate. That's why it bombed.
It wasn't a good movie is the problem with it. I think that's the main issue. It just
apparently the US had an Oppenheimer trailer.
Oh, really?
When?
At some point, someone's tweeted it.
Missed it completely.
Oh, the donkey's on stage.
Oh my God.
There's a donkey on stage. It's not the donkey, but a donkey.
I don't know, Colin Farrell's reacting pretty hard.
An emotional support donkey. Fantastic. Come on, donkey, do a poo on stage.
Oh my God, is Colin Farrell going up? Colin Farrell looks buzzing.
Is he going to slap the donkey?
They're gonna choke it on fingers. Spoiler. How many fingers can you eat?
Oh, it looks shy.
Imagine if they got the sausage fingers.
Is it the actual donkey? Do you think they've actually flown it over? I just don't really think of America having donkeys.
Really?
I love that Brendan Fraser and Colin Farrell are like really close outside of film as well.
Yeah.
Do you see the great
story
interview
of how
about
they? Sorry.
With the first time they met when Colin Farrell was
sparkling
like,
water.
recovering. Yeah.
I was about to say, but still a sparkling. That's my friend.
Oh, I kind of feel sad for Colin
Costume
Farrell because
design.
he was like the favourite at the start of the award season, wasn't he?
Ooh,
He was
costumes
like-
we've got some actual.
So costume, I've got Babylon followed by Elvis. Tate's got Black Panther by Elvis. Dave, you've got Elvis followed by Black Panther.
Ooh. Let's see if we can separate some
Black
points out here.
I was going to say Black Panther hasn't won yet this evening, has it? So
That's a good point.
I don't
actually,
think it'll be. I don't think it'll be winning much. If it wasn't Angela Bassett,
Then I don't think.
I thought it's got more chance at makeup than it does costume. If I'm being honest.
I'm loving Paul Dano's suit, by the way. That jacket is exceptional. Him and Dreyfus have almost matched up with sparkles.
do you want to turn the volume a little bit?
They're just talking at the moment. It's just how does this combo happen? Sorry, I'm just trying to figure this combo out.
I will say,
I like they've actually got the
watching-
costumes on stage. I like that.
I enjoyed Babylon, and personally, after watching the film, it would be my pick.
Okay. I think the recreation of the Elvis things might just push it.
Thank you very much. It's got to be Babylon, isn't it?
I don't know.
Because the first Black Panther film won so many of these technicals. It's like, do they want to give it to a sequel? That's my theory.
I don't know, look at
Oh,
some
but
of
the
those
Elvis
Elvis
ones
ones.
look great, don't they? I hadn't even thought about everything everywhere, actually.
Could it sweep every award it's up for?
My parents love Mrs. Harris Goes to Paris, and I was taking the mick out of them for watching it. And then when they got nominated, I had to tell them smugly. Black Panther Wakanda Forever. There we go. It's got something. Does that mean Babylon's going to get completely shut out now?
I don't know.
I don't think if it's not. It's up for score and production design.
I don't think it wins. I don't think it wins either.
Oh, it deserves score. I don't think it's going to win score. I mean, the costumes are incredible in Black Panther. I just didn't think it'd win 2 in a row.
Yeah, no, I didn't see it taking this award at all. What's that done to our scores then? For
Sorry, guys,
So-
I just had one of my housemates come back from drinking at 2:30 in the morning.
nice.
So,
Ought
Dave,
to be
you're
young.
on. I'm on 10. Tate, you're on 19. Dave, you're on 17.
Ooh, Tate has pulled in the lead.
I'm already out. I've gone for the wild picks this year. I don't think any of them are
Yeah.
happening.
This year I went so safe.
Just down the line. I know it's going to
I
take
mean,
this.
last year wasn't easy to sweep because I was just like Dune.
Mm.
And then it was like next year I'm just going to say Oppenheimer. And then if it doesn't win, I will set off a nuclear bomb. So we all lose. I mean, at least Marvel's got some good PR for the first time in however many months.
It's been a little while, hasn't it? They've kind of they've hit a bit of a wall with everything at the minute.
You got to think Ant-Man. Let's put this in perspective. The highest opening weekend of the 3 Ant-Man films worldwide. And it's
also
going to
the
be the
biggest.
lowest grossing Ant-Man film of the 3. And I was just thinking, like, has that ever happened to a film? Has a film ever had its own series' highest ever weekend and end up being the lowest grossing one?
Oh, just the one award this time as well with 2 presenters, but we'll get another song.
Oh, wow.
What song?
I don't know. They've not said yet. They've just got presenter on stage.
Would Rihanna perform it live?
Is that Priyanka Chopra?
Yeah.
Question: did anyone actually watch Rihanna's Super Bowl performance?
No.
No, I saw the remake where it was the Emperor's Speech, though.
I don't know football. I don't know American football.
I hate NFL.
Well,
I see
what
it
was
on
very
Instagram.
interesting was she basically, it's the most expensive announcement that she's pregnant
Of her
again of
pregnant,
all
yeah.
time. Yeah.
They didn't just
really
gender
interesting.
reveal.
RRR. It's the
Is it
RRR
RRR?
performance. Yeah.
So hyped. I'm so hyped.
This should be
I'm also
amazing.
I'm so sad that I'm 30 seconds behind as well. I will be muted and have this on full blast when it comes on.
That's absolutely fair.
I kind of wanted to learn the dance.
That would have made for the stream.
Mhm. In fact, if it wins, I will try and learn the dance, and we'll put it up on the channel as a short.
That would be amazing.
Are they doing the dance? That's my question.
They are in full Bollywood mode right now.
Absolutely. I am whacking this up.
This is it. Yes.
Do we think the Oscar voters have had the actual respect to listen to the song to vote for it?
I would hope so. I think a lot of it comes down to, I saw that film, I remember that song out of it. I don't think a lot of people would then go back and just put the songs on. I think it's more sometimes about the performance during the film it was in. So sometimes that can take away from sort of the element of the performance. In this film, I don't think you can. I think it's so ingrained with it. it's nice to get sort of a big performance at the Oscars of these kind of
Yeah.
songs as well, rather than just someone stood on stage with a microphone, which
This
obviously
is-
you do get.
Fantastic.
Angela Bassett's. They've uploaded Angela Bassett's reaction to the award.
Was she not pleased? She was not pleased. She did not do a thing.
I would not. I mean,
She threw her sausage fingers right at her.
everyone's saying the same thing. It's like that. It was the worst of the 5. I agree.
No, it's worse. I just think very surprising result. I think is more. I don't hold any. I just really like Jamie Lee Curtis. That was a performance and a half. I must say that was awesome.
I will say, if this doesn't win Best Song, I'm going to be very upset now.
We've got
Apparently, Jamie Lee Curtis is winning for Best Song. I don't know if you've.
So Ruth Carter, who just won Best Costume, she's the first Black woman to win multiple Oscars in the history of the Academy.
Wow!
Wow.
That's incredible.
That's brilliant.
Can't believe it took him that long.
Yeah, actually, that's really bad.
That's
when you think
surprising.
about it.
Surprising, yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah, my performance has just finished. That was brilliant, and I think that best performance of the night, probably. What's the next award up?
They're on another ad break.
But the next award that will be coming up, according to the list, I think it's
International
best.
feature.
Yeah.
God,
Well,
I
that's
wonder what could
sealed.
possibly win that.
Yeah, we're going to get All Quiet on the Western Front winning another award because it's going to.
Elvis hasn't won anything yet, has it?
No, not a thing. Not a single
Do you
thing.
think it's going to get a wipeout? I do think that hair and makeup is deciding best actor. Locked in 1,000,000% now.
I think it's if anything was going to take, I thought Elvis might have taken the costume one from Black Panther. Would have been my only place where it might have taken something.
It's interesting so far. I mean,
Yeah,
everything
advertising
ever is
the
only
Bear
won the
season
two.
2.
Everything ever is only won the 2 acting ones so far.
Yeah.
But it's had a lot of nominations already, hasn't it, as well?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
They've got a long way to go.
It's still a while, yeah. So we've. I don't know what else it would win apart from.
Editing, director. Oh, sorry,
just
Elvis or everything.
I'm just wondering if they give Michelle Yeoh the award over Blanchett.
That's the big one. So
That's
these are
probably
more
my
in line of
biggest
the
question,
SAGs.
yeah.
I think, okay, this is the way I think it will come. You'll get Michelle Yeoh and Brendan Fraser or Austin Butler and Kate Blanchett.
Right, okay. I could see that. But I
I
also
think
don't.
the tangent, because it's like the SAG awards. SAGs went for Brendan Fraser. Sorry, SAGs went for Brendan Fraser and Michelle Yeoh, Keo Kwan, and Jamie Lee Curtis, I think. That's the only time Jamie Lee Curtis has picked anything up is the SAGs, and tonight. Which is very interesting.
I guess Screen Actors Guild is like a mini version of the Oscars, so you're just expanding the pool a little bit.
Always in between BAFTA and Oscar as well.
Which is the award that comes right in the middle of the voting period? Is that the Writers Guild one?
God, there's so many. You get
So
Producers
many,
Guild, Writers
yeah.
Guild.
Independent
I
Spirit.
don't think that. Do the DGAs do any for Directors Guild? I don't know.
I can't remember.
There's
One
so many
of the
guilds
awards
of America.
is right in the voting window because all the others are outside of it.
No, all of them are in the award season. All of them.
No, in the voting window for Oscars because there's like only like a 2-week period,
they're done.
isn't there?
The Oscar votes were last week, so they started last Monday and finished just now.
That's
So
what
nothing,
I meant.
nothing.
Yeah,
nothing.
But what
was
I'm
on.
saying is, I thought there was one award bang slap in the middle.
No. SAGs was the last one, so the voting was the day after the SAGs.
So it'll be fresh in the memory. That'll be it.
How is it possible that Ruthie Carter can be the first black woman to win 2 Oscars?
Two. And that's any category in the history of the Oscars.
That's just insanity.
I thought Viola Davis had. She only won one.
No. Be one, yeah.
Hmm.
Should have been nominated for the Woman King.
Yeah.
Oh, we have coming up.
Do you know what? If they're going with the theme of getting talk show hosts to host the Oscars, I hope they do John Oliver next year.
I'd love John Oliver to do one. I think it'd be excellent.
He'd just go for them, though, wouldn't he? He'd need Adam
Yeah, he
Driver to
would.
turn up. It'd have to be an Adam Driver sketch. That's like his selling
Oh,
point now.
100%. 100%. Just as long as it's not James Corden. Just anyone but James Corden.
So it's the president of the Academy
Oh, is it?
they're talking about.
Is this not?
I mean, this is already a massive improvement on last year.
Talking about the Academy, the museum, the Academy Museum of Motion.
I don't know. I mean,
It
last
would be
year.
on my LA hit list.
Last
When
year
the
was
George Lucas Museum's built.
last year was overshadowed by The Slap, but The Slap was quite funny and also was quite good drama for the night.
Well, it's because it was like, what, a third of the way into the night? Like, but to then like give the award after.
You would have thought if
And then Will
anything, that
Smith.
would be the one moment that got changed. That was like, please put Andrew Garfield inside of the envelope instead of Will Smith.
I think that would happen now. I think if that happened, I mean, not that it's going to happen again. It's not getting slapped on stage, but it's insane to think about how that happens still.
Yeah. To then give him the award, to then get up in front of those people who then stood up and just applauded him and gave him a stand ovation after he just. The shark from Jaws. That's cool. Where is this in LA? There.
So, pre-COVID, this was going to open just before Star Wars Celebration if it would have been in 2020.
Right.
And I
Okay.
had everything mapped out to go. And then obviously with COVID, everything else got delayed. So this is all open now.
Oh,
So
wow.
the LA Super Trip will be for me 2025 when the George Lucas Museum is opened. It's about 2 years away from finished being
I
built.
swear they've been advertising this museum for the last 5 years.
Wasn't there a big walk around last year, the year before? They had a big walk around.
Was that the year where they did it in like a ballroom somewhere?
Yeah, they had.
Well,
It
they're
was like just,
advertising it opening in
it
a
was
few
in the
months.
back
weren't they?
room of some pub, like in the lounge section. When they flashed the. Oh,
I mean,
Puss in Boots himself is on stage. Well, okay, Antonio Banderas.
we were talking about how they should modernize the Oscar ceremony. I think they should do it like the Olympics. They should host it in a different city or a different place every single year.
No,
They should
It's
add
always been the
events.
same building, though, hasn't it?
It has.
And no need to turn up if it wasn't in LA.
Oh, best international feature. Salma Hayek looking amazing. Antonio Banderas looking amazing. All quite in the Western Front.
tell you
Or
what.
the donkey movie takes it.
Pedro
They've got a
Pascal's
donkey
been,
there to receive the award.
Pedro Pascal's been all over Argentina in 1985, hasn't he? Have you still not of his campaigning for it?
No.
I mean, nothing's going to beat All Quiet for this year.
No.
I mean, how does Ireland have an entry but the UK doesn't?
Yeah, it's bizarre, and I don't know.
All Quiet.
Quite in the West.
I thought they said the wrong film and they just went for the director's name. I was so confused that I heard the E. I was like, oh my word, EO.
Another dead donkey movie.
Was EO in Irish though, not in English?
EO's Polish.
There you go. Which one's the Irish film?
Or the Quiet
Quiet
Girl.
Girl.
But it's because technically it's called Best International Film, isn't it? Not what it used to be called, Best Film, not in the English language.
Yeah.
Which
Best
I
foreign
do think is a
language
better
film,
name for it. Yeah,
It was
which I
best
think
foreign language film, yeah.
Because I hate this logic that you have to submit. They have
Netflix
the
must
country submits a film. Like, why can't you have two films from the same country?
Netflix rubbing their hands together with the tomorrow they can put on Academy Award winning
All Quiet.
Netflix movie.
But it's going to be one of the first Netflix films to get a bog standard like 4K release.
Oh, they actually put one out.
Yeah, it's coming out in a few weeks, I think. Actually, I need to get
I
it on
can't wait
pre-order.
for that. That would be
But,
fantastic.
'cause
I want
normally
to
they wait
see it
for
on a big
Criterion.
screen. I really
That's
want
the
to see it
thing.
on a big screen.
I'd love to see it at the cinema. Yeah.
Like, biggest screen possible, best sound.
It was at the BFI IMAX. They did like one showing there. But again, that was just tactical for the BAFTAs. That was with Edward Berger there.
I mean, based off the awards so far, at the moment it is All Quiet versus Everything Everywhere for the best film.
Oh, look at Daniel Broad behind him. Robbed. Should have been nominated for Rush.
Baron Zemo. Who did he get? How did he get in? Oh, sorry.
Yeah. I mean, if you think about it, he's probably the biggest bit of marketing you can have, and he's not a household name. There's like, I'm gonna, not in a selfish way, not that I know German cinema, but it's probably the biggest name in German cinema. I don't know if he's actually German, if he's Austrian, but
Some exceptional performance in that movie. I think I might have to go back and watch it again. I think in the next few days. It's
not only the fact that like he has broken into Hollywood, but he's also still doing films in his native language. It's fantastic. I wish more actors did that.
I mean, to make that acting debut in that as well.
Are they all wearing the blue ribbon for
yeah.
Ukraine? Well, the film is incredibly anti-war, so it makes sense.
Yeah, because Hitler banned the book, didn't he? Because it came out in, what, 1930?
Well, the film is literally an anti-war film. It's meant to show the horrors of war and why war is stupid. The negotiations that go behind it. So,
Well, he banned it before World War II. But it's mad because Hitler hated the German government that ended the war, so that actually worked in his favour, but clearly not.
Such a different take on the 1930s one. The 1930s when you don't get much of the politics behind the lines of what's going on. With that, you get like more of a look at them having time away from the front and things like that. So it's a very different film. Even the ending, the last shot of how the main character dies at the end is very different. But it's both films are excellent.
I was
But
going to say
the new version is incredible.
Instead of being the last man to be killed, the original he was just through into it.
Oh,
We're losing Tate a little bit there, so we're just losing Tate a little bit. But I'm sure his internet will catch us up. It's been fine up until that little bit.
I'm still here.
He is. There he is.
I'm still here. Interesting. Oh, it's a Netflix trailer because it's Stranger Things, Knives Out, Umbrella Academy, The Crown.
I've never bothered with that Umbrella Academy. Not something that appealed at all.
It's okay. It was good for the first season. It's been okay since then. Not the best, not the worst.
Knives Out, is it just best original screenplay that Knives Out's dominated?
Adapted.
Adapted screenplay.
But again, Netflix banked. I mean, why can't so many questions of no, it's just Netflix not releasing it properly at cinemas. Also, Netflix is the Oscars is being sponsored by Pfizer and Verizon, and the anti-vaxxers are going mad on social media.
I was going to say because there was a massive,
They've all got the moment of when Jenny the donkey's face came, and they've now freeze-framed Colin Farrell. Look at him.
What a lovely image, man! That is he's so happy to be around this award ceremony.
The Oscar memes. With We always get a good selection of Oscar memes from the night. I feel like that'll be one of them. Angela Bassett's reaction could be.
And I was going to say the Angela Bassett one is going to be. Everyone's talking about the Angela Bassett one now. Is it Whitney Houston she played in a film? Which musician did she play in a film in the 90s?
Tina Turner.
Tina Turner, sorry.
Tina
My means
Turner.
on just pause so people don't get fuming. Because I think she got robbed by. What was the.
I'm trying to remember best actress winning performances in the 90s. I can't think of any to head.
What was that yet? Sorry.
Best actress winning performances in the 90s.
What's Love got to do with it? 1993
That's it,
Best
what's Love got to
Actress.
do with it. Sorry, there.
That'll be
Fabelmans. Someone had a theory thing if they called it the Spielbergs, they would have won everything. But that's the point, is that it's not meant to be that up himself.
It's not, but we know it is.
Just a Holly Hunter in the piano. Never seen it. Oh, the Fabelmans is so good, though.
I didn't Gwyneth Paltrow won for Shakespeare in Love, and I don't think that was an Oscar-winning performance, but she took the award for that, didn't she?
That was the power of Harvey Weinstein, wasn't it? That was
yeah. I'll get you an Oscar. Just touch this for us.
No. Well, not just that, but like the. you know how like we know the Oscars now is just about marketing. I think Shakespeare in Love was the first time it was the most obvious it's ever been. Like, okay, now we just need to market these films because that's apparently better than Saving Private Ryan. Oh, slap joke.
Shots.
Was this the award last year?
Oh my god, they've just introduced Pedro Pascal as the guy that everyone's watching on HBO right now, Pedro Pascal.
That's too true.
I mean, can you imagine how insane Twitter is right now that Pedro Pascal and Elizabeth Olsen are presenting together?
Documentary short film.
Now, was this the category you said earlier?
Everyone calls her like mummy, don't they? And everyone calls him daddy. This is the weirdest pairing.
He's a handsome, handsome man.
He's very handsome.
The Elephant Whisperers. This is one I read out earlier, didn't I?
Yeah.
Best documentary short.
What have we got done as our nominees?
Okay. Le Pupil for me. Nope, I got the wrong one. Leave me alone. Stranger at the Gate, Elephant Whisperers. Tate, yours is How Do You Measure a Year, Elephant Whisperers. Dave, Elephant Whisperers, and How Do You Measure a Year?
Ooh. I think we've got animated short after this as well. Oh no, documentary short next. Oh, this is documentary short, sorry, yeah. Elephant Whisperer.
Elephants. Let's grow.
Has that evened things out?
I will have a look in a minute. I'm just going to... Let's put YouTube back to drawing, I can tell you that.
It's a film about elephants. It was always going to take it.
Of course it was. It's got elephants in the title. Why do you think we picked it?
Yeah. Animated short is next, which is good because I've seen 4 out of 5 of the animated shorts.
What's your personal pick?
I'm stuck between 2. Personally, I love the boy, the fox, the mole, the horse, the dog, the cat.
I picked My Year of Dicks because I've got the immaturity of a child.
But I really liked my favourite one, probably personally. Oh, where is it called? Actually, I loved Ice Merchants, and The Flying Sailor is really good as well. Flying Sailor based on a true story of a guy who got blown up. A bomb went off, and they found him like so many kilometers away from where this explosion was, like no clothes on, but still alive. Honestly, if you get a chance, it's crazy, but it's so good. So I don't know if I didn't actually. The only one I didn't realize was My Year of Dicks. I didn't think it was. It looked like a series of shorts that had been somewhere else that they'd kind of put together for an Oscar film.
It was when they read them out in the nominations that Riz
Riz
Ahmed
Ahmed
was really
really
like was
yeah.
so polite, and it was everyone else that was laughing.
Turned to a 14-year-old boy, and he was just couldn't help himself. Here we go.
Let's see how Pedro reads it. There you go. He's all done the joke. I mean, to even get a nomination of that name in the title is sensational.
People just like saying dicks.
Okay, so I went with The Flying Sailor, then The Year of Dicks. Tate, yours is The Boy, the Mole, the Fox, the Horse, then The Ostrich. Dave, yours is The Boy, the Mole, the Fox, the Horse, and The Merchant, Ice Merchants. See, they were laughing. Oh God, it's anime. I don't want that to win.
The Boy, the Fox,
The Boy, the Mole, the long name one.
I have the original book when that came out because it's
Oh, is it a book?
Yeah, it was a book. It's just like it's basically a book of like how to get through your life messages, just like good messages to live by, and it's that they've done the short for the I think it was on BBC initially where they put it out. It's but yeah, it was based on a book by the guy. I don't know if he started on Instagram or something. He just started sketching, and then the book came along, and
So, Dave, according to your list, what is the next award?
according to the list, which is fairly accurate, we find, but we have production design is next up.
How far through actually are we from the awards? We've got to be over halfway,
We're
right?
flying. We've only got.
I think we're like just hit halfway, if that, right?
We've still got 12 awards to be decided.
Oh my God, we're 2 hours in already.
13 to be decided. 11 have been handed out. We've had 2 out of 5 songs.
We're not
that's
halfway. No, we've had 3 songs.
3, yeah.
How many best pictures we had? Probably 5. I'm guessing about 5 by
About
now.
5,
5
yeah.
out of the 10.
Well, hopefully they speed through the second half of the show.
Kind of skip towards the big ones now, don't we? Kind of get production design things out of the way, and then you start getting awards. The big
Well, it's
ones.
very interesting because they said that the awards would be going on for 3 hours. Was it?
It's supposed to be a 3-hour show, yeah.
They switched it on Sky to 4 a.m. though.
No way.
Have they?
They put 12 till 4.
They advertised a 3-hour show to me.
I was sold on it. This is the contract I signed, and
we're 2 hours in. We're only halfway.
Yeah. Don't like that hard cam right in front of the.
You must have been buzzing. Oh, glad to be very one for the Oscars this year. You look up, there's a fucking camera, so you can never see their face.
Yeah, no, we've got the next song up. Lady Gaga.
We haven't had In Memoriam yet either, have we?
No.
We have that towards the end, just before Best Picture, Best Actors.
Lady Gaga.
Oh, it is Lady Gaga.
Yeah.
I hope she's not doing method acting with Harley Quinn.
Introducing her own song.
I guarantee you right now she's trying to do some weird Harley Quinn monologue.
Because she was too in character when she left set. And
this doesn't strike me as someone about to go out and sing Top Gun. This sounds like someone's about to have an absolute breakdown in a hospital with a Joker. She don't want to be there. I think you can just tell she doesn't want to be there.
Does that mean she knows she's probably not going to win it?
Harley Quinn has tapped her in the head. Everyone's saying this is a long night, but why is she in casual clothes?
That's what happens if you spend an entire day, one single day on set with Joaquin Phoenix.
Oh, but don't forget how mad she went on House of Gucci, though.
That was a terrible film.
That's why it's so funny, because
It's got
it's like
performances
5
that-
different films in one.
It's every actor's in a different movie in that
Yeah.
movie. Not one
Adam
of them is on the
Driver's
same page.
Adam Driver's like, fuck's sake, you kept putting the script in front of my face when trying to do The Last Duel, so I said yes. Lady Gaga thinks this is her Oscar. Jared
The
Leto
Last
thinks
Duel.
it's Mario.
Really loved The Last Duel. I thought it was excellent. I thought Affleck was so good in that film.
Oh, they were. That was, again, wasn't released properly, ruined by Disney.
That just dropped on Disney Plus, The Last Duel.
It went on.
Yeah.
It went in cinemas. They showed it twice a day, and that was every cinema in the country. And it was 3 hours plus. They showed like literally once or twice a day. So its box office was atrocious. And they
I saw
didn't
it on
even
Disney
advertise
Plus
it.
when it came out. Yeah.
Yeah. I got it on 4K. You could only get it on 4K if you got a Steelbook pre-order from Zavvi.
Wow.
And that's why Bob Iger's like, I need to sort out home media now.
I need some money coming back in. Thank you.
I wonder if she'd probably actually got into like.
This is
LA
where
this
Tom Cruise
afternoon.
walks out and takes the second verse and just rocks it out.
If he actually
James Cameron-
turns up now, and like
James Cameron said he's not at the Oscars for personal reasons, apparently.
What is it? Scientology meetup or?
I mean, no one would have the balls to do a Scientology joke in front of him, though. The only one that tried it was Golden Globe, and that's because they were upset that he'd obviously handed back all of his awards the year before. And that frustrated me. I mean, you think of the hypocrisy of Hollywood. Last year, Golden Globes cancelled bin at everything, and then as soon as everyone got nominated again this year, they all went, except Tom Cruise and Brendan Fraser. I probably think she's got to LA today. Not in a horror way, like she's dressed down, but like, you got to think normally when they go to awards, stuff like this, there's stylists, they have everything planned, dresses made, customs, everything. She probably actually landed, sung it. Oh, lovely Tony Scott tribute. Yeah, that's a great tribute, to be fair.
Andy McDowell and Hugh Grant coming up next is
Harrison Ford.
Presenters.
Whoa, here we go. How fuming is he going to look when he turns up on stage?
he'll come on and mumble. Award. Oscar. Just in case you needed the best Harrison Ford impression you ever heard, that was it. And that I will never had on that.
I thought
Apparently
that was
that
your Hugh
Apple
Grant. I
show
thought it
he did was meant to be amazing.
Yes. Yes, Oscars. Who would like an Oscar?
Oscar.
Has anyone heard about his show on Apple with Jason
Apparently,
Segel?
it's apparently excellent.
Apparently it's really good.
Yeah, I've not sat and watched it yet, but it's one on my list. Apparently, it's excellent show.
We're back to an ad break. On my
Yeah, same ad break. Yeah, we're on ad break here as well. So I guess no big surprises really, other than Jamie Lee Curtis so far on the show. Really, I think everything's kind of gone as you would expect.
I've seen a tweet of someone saying they're actually showing us the Academy Museum rather than having Wanda Sykes telling shit jokes. They're actually showing clips. They're not playing in and off. They're not taking the piss out of the films. Imagine thinking last year was any good. I mean, because they were playing people off, but then they were having like 10 minutes comedy sketches.
The
And then
Oscars had a few rough years. I think they've gone back to a very much let's do the Oscars like we used to do them. We'll get this host in, someone safe, we'll go through the awards. It looks very much like the Oscars of old.
The more they pander to the celebrity style of it, like, was it the Eleni of the selfie? Yes, it was popular, but it was like, they're detracting from the awards into the other stuff. Whereas tonight's been about the awards, which is great because they need it, especially after last year.
I think you've started something there, George. You did your first yawn of the evening. I did my first yawn of the evening.
I had my energy drink earlier and I've almost run out of water, so I'm going to do a top up at the next ad break, I think.
So it's Pringles drying you out. That's all the Pringles are made for, just to take all the moisture out of your body.
Well, my
But
diet of
I
Pringles
do
and popcorn
watch-
is just not
watching
going
you eat
good.
them makes me want Pringles. So do we think there could be any more any surprises in what we're getting for the awards coming up?
There will be surprises. I don't know when. I think there'll be one insane surprise that Naughty's coming tonight.
If we're going to get one, then it will be Butler getting, for me.
It'll be actor,
Butler getting
director, or
actor.
film. Actor, director, or film. One of those three.
Will be the big surprise of the night.
Will the Daniels get director? That's the big question. Because normally director they try and give to not the experienced ones, but that's the one I could see them not giving, which is a shame because they had an insane film. And I think
That would mean that I'd point out that would mean Fabelmans winning nothing.
No, because if the Daniels don't win director, it's Spielberg that wins it.
Well, no, exactly. That's what I'm saying. If the Daniels win director, then Fabelmans have got nothing.
Mm. Original screenplay, I think, is going to be Tara Banches. Fabelmans might get one thing.
Tough pick.
I don't know what it will be. I think Fabelmans. I hope it's not score. Not in a
original
disrespectful way.
screenplay. You'd think Everything Everywhere could take it again.
Although John Williams is in the audience.
Exactly.
Fabelmans,
John Williams has turned up.
Yeah, he's there.
Right at the front.
But Babylon's been the odds-on favourite for so long.
Hasn't won anywhere else. And Babylon.
When was the last time that Williams won an Oscar?
Fucking hell. I can tell you he's nominated every other year. If he doesn't win it this year, he'll win it for Indiana Jones, which is his quote last soundtrack, but not his last soundtrack.
They're showing Triangle of Sadness, so we can all look away because who needs to see that again?
I didn't mind it.
It loses direction completely in the last third. It has no. It's like they got the end.
Really liked it. Here's the thing: I liked the film, but I don't think it's one of the best 10 films of the year.
Well, it's because of Cannes, wasn't it? It won Best Film at Cannes.
It won Best Film at Cannes, and that's why it's there.
Once they got off the boat, it lost direction for me.
So I've not seen the menu, but basically, most of film Twitter says that Menu's a shit version of Triangle of Sadness. So I'm guessing they're very similar in their themes.
I'll put Menu way above Triangle.
Menu's way better.
Titanic. Oh, production design. Sorry, I got a bit excited then. I was like, James Cameron is here after all. He's just flown the fucking Titanic in. But you're going to see an article tomorrow like James Cameron was like at the bottom of the ocean.
Hugh Grant.
Apparently Dungeons and Dragons is amazing, by the way. It was the secret screening at Cineworld.
Oh, cool.
I've heard very good things about it.
The trailer looks really fun, yeah.
Apparently they nailed the humour in it.
I mean, I'm not going to watch it still because I just don't really gravitate towards Dungeons and Dragons.
I'll probably give it a watch towards the end of the year or whenever it comes out, available at home.
Right, okay. Academy Awards, John Williams, fucking hell, there's a lot of them. The last time he won it was in 1994 for Schindler's List.
Wow.
No way.
That's a big gap.
He's been nominated 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 23 times since.
Wow.
It's like an annual thing for a minute.
I just think with them being there, I don't know, it feels like you might just be getting this.
Was the latest one he was nominated for Bridge of Spies, perchance?
No, Star Wars trilogy.
Oh, of course.
He didn't score Bridge of Spies. That was
no, of course he didn't. You're right. It was one of the only ones where he didn't.
Because he did Last Jedi instead.
Mm.
Okay, production design. So I've got Babylon, then Elvis. Tate, you've got Avatar, then All Quiet. Dave, you've got Elvis, then Babylon.
I'm an idiot. Why didn't I go?
No, Avatar's
Why didn't I go for? Now I'm thinking now. Why didn't I go for Babylon?
I mean, Avatar is
I
insane.
mean, if here's the thing: if All Quiet takes this,
All Quiet.
Wow.
Okay, Elvis is getting nothing. That's locked it for me now.
Thing.
guys, it's a straight up race for Best Picture now. It's Everything Everywhere versus All Quiet. Did anyone have all? Did I have All Quiet as my second pick? No, I had Elvis, didn't I?
Babylon, Elvis. No, you did have All Quiet a second.
You
I did have
yeah.
All Quiet as my second pick.
Keep losing track. Oh, Dave, you had All Quiet. No, hold on. Sorry, I keep reading these. No, not you, Dave, either.
No, I didn't have it. No.
But this is it. All Quiet's had all the momentum sort of post January.
It's been running amok. Really, it's been just building and building. But I can't tell you. It's not one that you'd say, well, it doesn't deserve to have them. It absolutely does.
I mean, when I tweeted my ranking earlier, I had All Quiet 8th or 7th out of the 10 in the sense of what I enjoyed.
I had mine number one. It was my number one film of last year.
I wonder where. Let me load my 2020 rankings. I just don't see it winning the best film in America. Just as simple as that.
But
I don't see a German language film.
Here's the thing.
But then Parasite did.
Parasite.
No one could stop Parasite. No one could stop Parasite. Anywhere. It's been so varied this award season.
Parasite was a surprise on the night, though. No one was really expecting it to.
It was.
I think everyone was.
Parasite won every award everywhere for the entire award season.
Yeah, but if I remember, people were like, "Well, they're never going to give it to a foreign language film," and it broke that barrier.
Yeah, but it won every single ceremony, best film, all of them. Whereas this has all been every week. There's been different winners. Because Fabelmans won Golden Globes. Don't forget. That's when that was the favourites. January. Fabelmans sort of dropped out and got replaced by All Quiet, didn't it?
It's going to be crazy. I love that we don't know where this is going to end up with Best Picture. I think it's fascinating.
So
original
on my
score,
2022 rankings, 2020 rankings, I've got All Quiet 8th.
Wow,
what a good year last year was for film.
John Shaw.
And you also put it 8th on your rankings for best film as well. I would have put it at number one.
It's 7th or 8th.
All Quiet is.
Let me see. Best picture ranking,
exactly.
All Quiet, all 7th on mine.
Fellas, I don't know. All Quiet may win Best Picture. That's free on the night. It is All Quiet versus Everything Everywhere for Best Picture. It's either of them. It could be either of them at this point. I don't think anything else sneaks in now. Original score.
Best score. Who have we got? So, I've got Babylon and Fabelmans. Tate, you got Babylon and Fabelmans.
Yeah.
Dave, you got Fabelmans and Babylon.
So
this is All Quiet. If All Quiet wins, this
if-
is winning best film. If it beats John Williams.
We said that about Everything Everywhere for winning both of the supporting actors, though.
No, I didn't. No, I think. I mean, Babylon's the best score by a million miles this year.
Oh, it is 100%.
I just think now when you see William, I just don't know. I think this could be his.
I want it to be. I want John Williams to win because his final piece of music.
I can't see them. I think they're giving the Spielberg sort of biopic because they're not going to give them to it on. I can't see them giving it for Indiana
They did
Jones.
a featurette. 50 years of collaborations. This film marked 50 years of scoring.
All Quiet score was pretty good though, but Babylon was fantastic.
All Quiet.
It is. It's locked out. John Williams.
Wow.
Okay, let's put your money on. Is John Williams going to win for Indiana Jones next year? Are they going to play up the fact he's retired?
That's wow. That's.
It is a great score, though. It's a great score. Especially
All Quiet's winning everything.
It's absolutely sweeping the board.
All
I
Quiet
wish I
is
had
winning
an
everything.
actual counter of how much things are winning.
That's 4 on the
we
night
can
for All
guess.
Quiet, and that's 2 on the night for Everything Everywhere, or is it 3?
2.
2. They've
How
won the
many?
actors.
How many's Everything Everywhere had so far, as in nominations?
4?
3 or 4.
5.
I don't think it's popped
5
up.
because it was up for production
Two
design
for
and hair
supporting
and makeup.
actress, 2
Production
won
design,
supporting
hair,
actress, so
makeup,
that's 11.
cinematography. It wasn't up for cinematography, was it?
That's 4. Yeah.
This is the first time I'm quite
All
taken
Quiet's
back
got
by
no
this.
asking.
Well, do you know what? I did say at the time, as soon as I watched it, I was like, this could win best film, and everyone was laughing at me. Oh, this is a
I
tight
think you
race.
get that. I think you get that feel because of the fact it was so poorly marketed as this new release by Netflix.
It's not,
It's like,
and it's got no acting performances nominations either, has it?
But I do.
Actually, that's a good question. Has the
it should be
film ever
nominated for
won
Best
best
Actor.
film without? There should be
Yes.
supporting actor, not best actor.
Yes. Slumdog Millionaire won without any acting nominations.
wow.
Really?
Okay.
Didn't get any acting nominations?
0 acting nominations, 1 Best Picture.
Bloody
It
hell.
won Best Director and Best Picture. Those are the only 2 it won, I believe.
Fuck, that's mad. Best director.
I think those were the only 2 nominations as well. I want to say that there was another film recently,
Did Parasite get any?
Parasite.
I know it won director, script. It was
Did
winning
have-
everything on the night. I mean, imagine being a composer and
wanna
you're
say-
winning in front of
was
John
it-
Williams.
It wasn't Shape of Water that had literally just 1 other win, which was for actress.
Sally Field got nominated.
Yeah, did she win?
No, she didn't win.
No.
So I'm saying, has anything ever won best film without? That's what.
Oh, here we go. The what's this? Student Academy Awards.
Mm.
They're
So-
showing now.
Once again, the people presenting the award or the people picking up the award for All Quiet are wearing the Ukrainian ribbon. Do we think they're going to give it to the anti-war film when the war's going on and they just kind of...
Well, but they told Zelensky not to bother coming, didn't they?
I know, but is that the angle that they're possibly going with through the Academy? Go
No,
for the
'cause they've
anti-war
not-
film in the year of war?
No, because I don't think the films, the cast haven't come out being like, yeah, Russia's bad. It's just a great film.
But it is...
There's been no political
The-
agenda like you've had with other years.
It's the most famous anti-war film of all time. Even the 1930s version.
The book, though,
Yeah.
don't forget, book.
Book and film.
I think it's because, and I've said this to a lot of people, don't forget how the best film ballot works. There will be people that don't like Everything Ever All at Once. There'll be a lot of people that didn't like that film, and they won't want to tell anyone they didn't like it either.
Visual effects are next. I feel I'm going to lose some more points by not going with Avatar
Why didn't you pick Avatar? That's like the
Why didn't
easiest
you
one of
pick
the
Avatar?
year.
because I just disliked Avatar.
It's such a safe bet.
No, I
It's not even a
just
safe bet. It's like the only bet. Now, I tell you what,
you're a
if,
risk taker.
what else is up for best visual effects? I don't think I ever looked at anything else, if I'm being honest. I don't know if I was
Best visual
arrogant
effects.
to pick a second choice.
All Quiet, guys. All Quiet's up for best visual effects.
Come on, I think that's what. Did I go for that?
Right, okay. I'm just having a look at some of the other big ones we've got. Right, so Everything Everywhere is up for original screenplay. All Quiet adapted. I'm trying to see if there's any
All Quiet
categories
could
they
take a
both
nap.
clash on. Best original song, obviously nothing for All Quiet. Best score, Everything Everywhere shouldn't have been it for best score, to be honest. All Quiet's obviously won that. Best sound, All Quiet's up for. Not Everything Everywhere. Production
But it's
design,
the
All
war.
Quiet. Oh yeah, and don't forget there's Top Gun Maverick, which is American more.
We've had production design, haven't we?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Everything Everywhere has only been up for one award with All Quiet. That's interesting.
I've not come in many categories together.
Literally, just except best score. Editing later on. No, All Quiet's not for editing. That's very interesting. They're almost split apart from each other for the entire night.
And they're winning their
And then who's up
respective
for
awards.
director? I tell you what,
don't know.
the director's not even up for best director from All Quiet.
All Quiet.
So literally, the only award they're going to be up for at the same time is best picture now.
It's going to
That makes it even
interesting.
harder to call them.
Yeah,
It's whoever kind of brings up,
Because Everything Everywhere's got more of the acting and not technicals, but like
it's acting versus technicals at this point, I guess.
editing's going to be no, because it's not for editing, is it? Fucking hell. That's very interesting.
So what was the next award you said?
I mean,
We're
I'm
gonna
sorry,
be up
Black
for?
Panther being up for
Visual
best
effects.
visual effects is insulting.
Hmm.
There you go. Great combat, Simon. I've heard All Quiet's baseline so much and I'd be stuck in a week. That's it though. When I think of the film, it's like a warning on Call of Duty, like boom, 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 boom. It'd be a great alarm clock. That
Oh.
makes it so much more interesting. They've literally been kept apart for the entire
Oppenheimer
night.
trailer.
I told you it'd be Oppenheimer. Christopher Nolan's fuming they dropped an Oppenheimer trailer on TV.
I'm loving the jeopardy that this has given us. I really do love that this now Western All Quiet's taken so many awards. It's like the other Best Picture is growing with each award that it takes. Yeah, it started so well for Everything Everywhere All at Once with taking those 2 acting awards at the start of the show, which is just
But it's not really had many nominations since.
no, no.
That's it.
Come close, yeah.
But again, that was always going for the big ones: screenplay, director, acting.
Very interested for director as well now. I think it's I love this. It's great. What do we have next?
I believe it's best visual effects, but Sky's
Visual
playing Puss in
effects,
Boots
yes,
trailer.
yeah. Right, so The Last of Us is just starting, so I'm going to go watch that, and I'll be back in like an hour. Let me know how it goes.
Oh, not the F1 trailer. It's the deadest season in F1 history, and they've had one race.
Still quite awake. Because I got those like 4 hours sleep before this all started. I think I might just watch Last of Us once this Oscars finished. Just go through.
Hey, that's a heavy watch after.
Wait a sec. I forgot there was a MotoGP first round. Okay.
We're now getting the presentation for
No,
Elvis.
it's not MotoGP first round this week. It's MotoGP first round in a few weeks' time. It's testing this week.
Elvis winning nothing.
That's if Elvis got the 3rd most nominations, I think. When I was doing the tweets earlier, I did it in nomination order. I loved Elvis though.
I thought it was an excellent movie. I say for not being an Elvis person, I loved the movie.
I'm
I
a
thought
massive.
it was so
I
well
really
done.
like Baz Luhrmann as well. I really like Baz Luhrmann as the director. It's like people make stylish films, but they're not normally good films. But he makes excellent films that are stylish.
I haven't seen Australia. That's something I've not seen. I'm a big fan of Moulin Rouge though, and Romeo and Juliet as well.
Love Romeo and Juliet.
Oh, Star Wars.
Hold on, is this a John Williams tribute? No, it's CGI. Sorry.
Visual effects. Here we go.
Look at all these incredible visual effects things. And it's like, let's not...
Elizabeth Banks almost fell over. Saved herself.
The director of Cocaine Bear.
There is a cocaine bear behind her. Cocaine Bear is on the stage, ladies and gentlemen. Cocaine Bear
we've lost Tate.
is
We've
on the
lost Tate.
stage. We have lost Tate. I'm sure he will try and get back to us. For now, George and I will enjoy the excitement of Cocaine Bear being on stage. This is incredible. There's a man in a bear suit.
Just get some powder out. I'm sure there's loads of actors with loads
I want
of it
there
on
to
them.
be someone of great importance. Tom Cruise is inside that suit. Tom Cruise or James Cameron is inside the bear.
Imagine if he takes off his Harrison Ford.
That'd be incredible. That would make this award.
I just can't get the fact that Cocaine Bear was actually excellent. Sigourney Weaver was like, what on earth's going on?
Yeah, everyone's now thinking they may have taken cocaine.
Tate's just messaging me his internet's dropped.
Oh, I'm sure we shall hopefully get Tate back at some point. If not, we shall lie about what won and what didn't, and then I'll take the win. For the
I
point.
thought the bell was about to take his head off then.
I really did. The bear was. I think that's insane that they put someone in a bear suit.
I cannot believe you didn't put Avatar for best visual effects.
I still don't know why I didn't. I think it was just because my dad.
I mean, if All Quiet wins best, they're actually not going to show the tank squash. Thank God. That is not something they need to be seeing on TV. I mean, just look how fucking incredible it is. He did.
You forget the Batman was only like.
It's already out. It was already out a year ago.
Yeah.
They really badly. I mean, this shouldn't be nominated. There shouldn't be any Marvel film on principle of how they abuse that sector.
Yeah, I was going to say that. But some of this, look at that. I mean, that's just.
Again, they didn't have the balls.
The bear's gone.
There we go. Avatar. Who could have ever seen that coming?
Who would not have put that as their choice? To be honest,
you didn't even put it second.
I know.
You just hate it.
I really dislike the film. I know.
Imagine if you lose tonight, because I'm on track for the worst Oscars predictions I've ever done.
I don't really mind. I'm enjoying myself. It's good. I'm having a good time, and I just dislike that movie. I just didn't do anything for me. So it's just one of those things.
I'd actually love to know why James Cameron dropped. No, when I say personal reasons, I hope it's like no, I don't hope. I hope it's like
You hope it's nothing bad. Yeah.
Yeah, I hope he just didn't want to be there.
Yeah, that's the one thing you get. I'm really surprised Tom Cruise not showing up.
Same.
That's
He
the big
must
one
be
for me,
filming
like-
Mission Impossible. He must be filming Mission Impossible.
I can't wait for that. The 2 Mission Impossibles, the 2-parter is going to be incredible. It's one of my favorite series that have changed from when it started to where it stands now.
Oh yeah, it's incredible. It's just how the approach they have for it as well.
I mean, well done, Avatar. Your blue people were very good.
They all look really confused then for a moment, didn't they? I thought something was about to have kicked off.
Original screenplay is our next. Oh, we're going to get a bit first. We're gonna...
Has Popcorn Boy showed up yet?
No.
It is a fascinating battle, isn't it? Everything Ever versus Avatar. Versus All Quiet.
Versus All Quiet has been, I said, it's a surprise package out of this. I did not. I thought it would take awards, but certainly not to the level that it has. I dislike these sections where they go out in the audience and ask questions.
Lots of people talking online saying Everything Everywhere is still probably going to win director, actress, screenplay, and film. So there's a lot of people still quietly confident.
That's going to take the sweep across the board.
It's a fascinating battle.
There's Colin Farrell looking amazing.
We have a tape back.
Hey, there he is. Welcome back, my friend.
Sorry, that was Mountain Internet doing Mountain Internet things and just randomly dropping out. I mean, to be fair, I am a mile in the sky compared to normal, and in a very, very remote area. The closest town to us is about 3 miles away. So,
oh wow,
yeah, lucky to get internet up here in the first place. Lucky to be able to stream here in the first place.
I just love how happy Colin Farrell is all the time now. Like, have you seen him on Hot Ones last year? That's my favorite episode so far.
I love Hot Ones.
He's such a fascinating actor. You think about, like, when I was younger and first heard of Colin Farrell, you just think of all the drugs and booze stuff. You forget, like, not in a horrible way, but he's actually had an insane comeback.
I was going to say from where he was at where he checked in rehab after Miami
Yeah.
Vice, when he was in that real circle of wasn't doing great movies. He wasn't stretching himself certainly as an actor.
In Bruges is the one that I thought sort of kicked him off again in a good way. Like that was his sort of comeback point.
Our next song. I'm guessing Black Panther. I'm guessing we're getting the.
So, are we able to get an update on the scores?
No, Tate, we are not because stupid Avatar.
Tate's on 30 points, Dave on 26, and myself on 17.
4 points is not still not a bad gap for me.
It's
literally ignoring
recoverable.
Avatar, as even though in my heart I knew it was going to win Best Visual Effect, and ignoring it completely to not even give it my second choice.
You must really hate that film.
One.
It does not.
Go on.
I've seen while you're away. It
Go on,
just
Dave.
did nothing for me.
Tate, you didn't put All Quiet on for Best Film though.
Mm-mm. I put Banshees because I didn't realize it would have this much traction in Best Picture.
So we're about to get Lift Me Up. Is this Rihanna? So we're getting Rihanna as the next performer.
But Dave put All Quiet as his second choice for Best Picture.
Dave has, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a safer bet.
Interesting.
In the back of my head, I have Banshees winning in
Is
some of the
Rihanna
acting
standing
categories.
on a nest, or have they done something to that cocaine bear?
I'm trying to think what other ones. Sound hasn't happened yet.
Sound, I'm thinking All Quiet will win that now.
I do as well. I think, yeah.
I don't know. I haven't. There's no way Top Gun wins nothing tonight. Surely.
I think Elvis is going to win nothing. And I think Top Gun's going to win nothing as well.
I mean, All Quiet for
The
sound because
Americans
it's a
will
war
pick.
film.
The Americans, yeah, but Top Gun, war.
I don't know, George, you're putting too much faith in the American vote here. I think it's going. It's just not going that way.
I'm saying American voting for American military.
It's really interesting. She didn't sing this song in the Super Bowl halftime show, and yet it's up for an Oscar. And it was her big comeback song.
Well, she did a gig, didn't she, during the Oscars? Not a song.
What's that?
Didn't she do like a gig during the Oscars though?
She's going to actually break into Umbrella in a second.
No, didn't she perform like nothing from like her new album or something like that?
Yeah, Super Bowl is all old stuff.
Did you hear about Tottenham? Tottenham are getting done because they've sold more Beyonce gigs than they're allowed to. Like they've broke their license for how many concerts they can have a year at their stadium.
Brilliant. Host on the go-kart track they've got underneath the stadium, then it doesn't count, right?
It's just it's so funny. They're going to be known for everything except football.
Oh, because there's a song called Rise Up, and now the stage is rising up. We're getting quite literally.
I think she just likes wires because her entire Super Bowl performance was in the air. So,
I'm doing it wrong. She's got some voice, like. Like my usual pop fare that she does. This is
someone. So I know Luke tweeted this saying this poor person's got the worst seat in the house. See her behind the giant dress that can't see anything.
which best films have they not talked about yet? I know they haven't talked about Women Talking. They haven't talked about.
Yeah, they did. They did Women Talking.
Women Talking was early
they
on.
do Women Talking. Oh, I missed it then.
They've done. They
haven't done Top Gun. They haven't done Top Gun. They haven't done.
Top Gun. Everything Everywhere.
Yeah. They've done.
Oh, screenplays are coming next.
Andrew Garfield and Florence Pugh. There's a pairing.
A performance by Lenny Kravitz.
Performed by Lenny Kravitz.
Is that the In Memoriam?
Oh yeah, probably. Yeah, good call. Good call.
As long as it's not as terrible as last year, where they brought out Jamie Lee Curtis holding the dog. Do you remember how bad last year was though? They were like pausing the In Memoriam, and did Jamie Lee Curtis hold a dog? Do you remember?
Did they play like a really happy song as well in the?
They
In Memoriam,
kept
if I
switching the
remember?
songs, but they would bring out actors to talk about like specific people, and it was really bad.
I think this will be a straightforward singer pictures one this
Oh
year again.
no, I've just seen John Travolta's name come up on the who's presenting next.
Denza Mazel.
I saw a great post today, and the person said, if it wasn't for Christopher Reeve, John Travolta would have made a perfect Superman in the 70s.
I can see
70s
that,
/ 80s. And actually, when you think about it, you look at him as Danny Zuko, you can actually see he's got the chin, the bubble, the hair, everything. He'd have actually made a pretty great Superman.
Christopher Reeve was the first Superman was on like Channel 5 the other day, and it's a terrible transfer of the film that was on TV, but it's just
Well, they're getting a 4K remaster, aren't they, in the next few weeks? Again, it's all part of this Warner Brothers 100th anniversary. They've saved like all their big releases. But I think Superman's going to get cinema release as well.
I'm assuming they're just going to do all of their big hits, because on the advert for 100 Years of Warner Brothers, they had Rebel Without a Cause, they had Casablanca.
Oh wow!
They've already released all them. They're doing a box set with 30 films on 4K.
Wow,
and it's like 300
How
quid.
expensive! Holy shit! I may have to get that.
And it's on pre-order, and it's split up into decades. I've got most of them already, so I'm not going to pick it up.
Well, I don't really do 4K, but I'd be tempted to do that.
You grab it. But then what they're going to do? They're going to release smaller box sets, which are part of the big one. It looked pretty good. Hold on, £299 Zavi.
That's not bad for that many. For like,
I know.
What are the films listed? Can you list off the films?
Right, I've got them here. So they've split them up into classic Hollywood, new Hollywood, modern blockbusters. 2001: A Space Odyssey, Casablanca, Citizen Kane, Cool Hand Luke, East of Eden, Maltese Falcon, Rebel Without Cause, Rio Bravo, Singing in the Rain, Wizard of Oz, Clockwork Orange, Batman '89, Beetlejuice, Blade Runner, Enter the Dragon, Exorcist, Goonies, Superman, Shining, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, A Star Is Born, Argo, Elvis, Goodfellas, It, Mad Max, Fury Road, The Matrix, Shawshank, Training Day, Unforgiven.
that's some box
I've
set.
got
That.
Very good box set.
The thing is, you can pick up most of them for like a tenner normally, and they've released a load of them recently.
That's a really good price for all 30 films as well.
Especially if they're 4K release on all of those as well. I think that'd be
I'm guessing
4K transfers
pretty good as well.
Box set looks a bit tacky, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Well, it's the problem with these ones. Dave, you got the Star Wars 4K box set as well. No, you got the Steelbooks, didn't you?
I've got the Steelbooks, yeah.
Problem is these box sets where they're like cardboard and you have to pull a disc out so your hand gets on the actual disc.
Plus,
but,
I don't understand why the cardboard sleeves are starting to peel, and I
know. But all of them can get bought individually though. Whereas Sony's the dodgy one.
Everything everywhere all at once is the next feature being presented.
Saving Top Gun to be the final big feature.
What is the what's the next award?
The screenplays are going to be next, but I wonder if they'll do Memoriam.
So what awards we got left? We got the screenplays, we got
original
the actors.
screenplay, adapted screenplay, sound, original song, film editing,
sound so far
directing,
down the list?
actor and actress, and best picture.
Yeah.
Sounds normally done really early.
Are both the films down for editing, or is it just everything everywhere?
No, just everything.
Okay.
That's going to win it. That's winning like everywhere.
Editing, yeah.
Oh, K. Crime Saturday with Oscar, legend.
He'll never let that go.
He won't. Genuinely.
I'd love to see something on his rise back to Hollywood. I'd love to see I hope he's been taken.
He's going to be in Loki, isn't he?
Yeah,
he is in Loki.
Yeah.
And there's a Disney documentary that's just been announced that he's in called Chinese Born American, or something along those lines. Trailer came out today. Oh, a legend.
I really hope that people
James
pick
Bond.
him up for loads of different things. Like, I really hope that he comes in to his own again.
James Wong
Same
said
with
he's
Brendan
got more
Fraser.
job offers now than the last 2 years. He's in his 90s.
Yeah.
As if he sat by Kate Blanchett. What a double win for him.
Well, he's collecting selfies, isn't he?
No, this is James Wong now, not K. Graham.
Oh, James Wan. Oh, sorry, I was going to say.
Florence Pugh and
Florence
Andrew
Pugh, there we
Garfield.
go.
It's too much handsome and prettiness on this stage right now. Andrew Garfield is my true man crush. She's going to be an absolute superstar.
She knows it too. That's the best thing.
She's got a proper classic Hollywood about her.
Here we go. Best original screenplay is going to be next. I should have refilled my drink. I forgot to. You can hear them cheering for everything everywhere just by being there.
Can you turn up the volume just before they announce the award, just so I can listen in?
Oh, well.
Oh, my box is about to go into standby. That doesn't sound good. Press any button to stop this. Okay, there we go.
Oh, Tar's screenplay is so good, though.
It's
especially when it's just dialogue.
Banshees as well. I thought Banshees is such a...
Do you think Banshees peaked too early? Like the award, that was the award season hot horse, wasn't it?
I just think it was definitely it was like a BAFTA darling. It was always going to do well there, but I don't know.
And it just didn't do as well at BAFTAs as we thought, did it?
I still think it's a shame for Farrell. I think he should have got something for acting.
I don't think Fabelmans is winning this, but if it does, I'm not surprised. I don't think it's winning this though. Trying to stand as a big cheer then. All right, here we go.
Everything Everywhere.
That's Florence Pugh's buzzing.
Mm-hmm. What do we have?
Imagine the Daniels. The Daniels just look like not in like a contradictory. They just look so like normal, which is great. They just look humble.
I know that I had Woman Talking down as my adapted screenplay. What do we have down as our originals?
Originals. I had Banshees and Fabelmans. You had Everything Everywhere and Banshees, and Dave had Everything Everywhere and Fabelmans. God, I had terrible predictions this year.
I like it, George. You've just gone with what the out there choice gone. You know what? I'm going to go big.
To be fair though, when we did them on the day, I hadn't seen like half the films.
When we did them on the day, I thought that you were running away with it. I was like, I have made some terrible choices here. I thought I'd gone for the safe choice.
Is that just the Academy won't recognise Everything Everywhere at once. That was my mindset for the entire Oscar season. They just won't acknowledge them.
They are
like their nominations. What did I say? That their nominations were their wins, but now they're actually getting the wins. I'm gonna refill this drink though, not to disrespectfully leave during their speech, but I need more.
Okay. We'll hold the fort. Don't you worry. Yeah, George's options were all terrible. Actually, let's just.
I was going to say, I don't know why, but these two give off such big Matt Stone and Trey Parker vibes. Like,
apart from they're not on LSD and acid and stuff when they went to the Oscars, which we've got to admire that when Trey and Matt turn up in those dresses, absolutely off their faces.
Yeah, hilarious.
I think it's another interesting win. I think it was always going to.
This wipes out
the list.
This wipes out Fabelmans.
Yeah, I think
Fabelmans is off the table.
Unless Spielberg takes Best Director.
I thought Spielberg would be taking director and screenplay if Fabelmans is going to do it.
Oh, straight into
the same two staying for adapted.
Yeah,
they're speeding it up, I think.
But it just makes sense to have presenter pairing, so you don't have to reintroduce them. That's like 30 seconds for every reintroduction. I mean, I think Top Gun won a few writing awards, which really surprised me. This is surely going to be, if this isn't All Quiet, I do think this would be Women Talking.
I can't remember what I went for this one.
Speaking of Ryan Johnson, how the hell's Poker Face still not been released in the UK?
It's finished, hasn't it? It's finished its run.
It's finished in America, and it's meant to be amazing.
supposed to be like a Columbo sort of, almost like
I
a
will
thing, like
say-
just a detective.
I
thing
did
every
watch
week.
Living. I watched Living the other
Oh.
day as well. I thought it was fantastic.
Someone screamed for Top Gun. Then did you hear that? And that wasn't me.
It was Tom Cruise. Stood in the back.
This is clip from the Mummy trailer.
So I'm guessing I had women talking and then all quiet, if I remember.
You've got All Quiet, then Women Talking.
I've got All Quiet as my number 1 pick.
Women
Women
Talking
talking.
one. That's a big loss for All Quiet in terms of
is.
the best picture.
It's
race.
expected though. I'll be honest. Women Talking was one of the favourites to win it. So
I mean, it should. I mean, I know I saw it this morning, so I was a bit not quite on it at the station, but it should have been for acting performances. Women Talking. I don't know how Jesse Buckley's not been nominated.
it was a fantastic screenplay. Like it really was a fantastic screenplay.
Oh, I love a frill down the front of a shirt. A tug shirt.
I'm just going to try and sort out the other ones.
We really are cooking through these now.
As long as they don't play them off.
Sound and then original song next.
Originals. Have they done all 5 songs then live?
They have done all 5 songs. So I'm guessing they do possibly In Memoriam, then Ad Break, then Sound and Original Song.
That makes sense.
Will they do the In Memoriam before the Big 5? I can't remember how they normally place it.
I think they place. I swear they place it before the big, just before the Big 5.
It makes sense. So what's left? Sorry, we've got film, director, actor, actress,
We have, so in order, we've
and
got
sound. Oh, that's so
sound, original
strange.
song, editing, directing, actor,
Perfect.
actress, picture.
Okay,
7
still a
left.
couple of technicals. Why are they playing
so
off
funny, they
Pirates of
have-
the Caribbean?
It's so funny that they have Frances McDormand's face just blasted up on the screen when she's barely in the film.
I think she has to appear. It's like in a contract somewhere.
Probably.
We're still waiting for Harrison Ford to come out.
He's gonna do like best director. Harrison Ford.
Oh my god, can you imagine if they'd engineered
Harrison Ford
to
did best director
present
for
best
Spielberg
director
win.
to Spielberg and he doesn't win? That's the rumor. Have you seen the rumor about Halle Berry? Halle Berry, yeah.
No.
So you know she's the only person of color to win Best Actress.
Yeah.
The rumor is that they think Halle Berry is going to present Best Actress with
Jessica Chastain won, didn't she?
Jessica
last year?
Chastain. Yeah. Because obviously there's no Will Smith to present. Because you know they inverted, don't they? When an actress presents actor.
Yeah.
So the thought is they think they're going to do let's have Halle Berry present actress for Michelle Yeoh for the look, the 2 that have won, and then it will be Kate Blanchett that wins. You know, like the Chadwick Boseman effect. Let's put Best Actor last. He didn't win it, and we didn't let Anthony Hopkins come because he didn't want to get COVID.
Remember that was the quickest ending of an Oscars thing ever. They brought Anthony,
so
like
bad.
Anthony.
So
God.
abrupt and so awkward.
Yeah.
None of
Because
them just
everyone
knew what to
They
do.
left it to last as well, just waiting for Chadwick to be announced, and then it was just like, nope.
And then he basically said the next day, like, "Oh, I wanted to go, but they said I couldn't because I didn't want COVID, and I don't think I should have won it anyway." But again, you got that's the year before last. Like, that's 2 massive cock-ups in 2 years.
Oh, we had
I know the stats
you
not really
had
the
La
Academy's
La
fault.
Land, miscalling.
Yeah.
You had the Boseman expected to win, and then you had the slap. So I
Green
mean,
Book,
Green Book winning.
that
I
was
mean, Green
awkward.
Book was big, awkward.
We've had a lot in the last few years. I think this ceremony is running so to just the way you'd expect an Oscars ceremony to go. There's no. I think they're really controlling
dramas.
how. Yeah, exactly. That's what.
Which
they're
means
looking
that
for, really.
something more insane could happen. Tom Cruise could actually fly an airplane into the side of the building. It reminds me of that. You know, is it the Poochie meme from The Simpsons? They didn't have the budget to get Poochie. It's like he died. That was it. It was trending for The Mandalorian, wasn't it? You know, is it Poochie from The Simpsons? Like Poochie the dog traveled to its own planet and it died on the way because the reality was the voice actor wanted. Do you know the meme?
No.
Oh, Tate, do you know it? Let me send it to you, Dave. It's like 20 seconds. It's a sensational gag. Itchy and Scratchy. That's it. Poochie died on his way home.
Oh, Itchy and Scratchy. Mm.
Right on. So basically, it's kind of what they did to Gina Carano. But someone she didn't have a home planet for them to send her off to because she's from Alderaan and got blown up. Oh, I can't believe Succession starts. And that's mad, isn't it? Last of Us has just finished and then Succession's back in 2 weeks.
I'm very excited for Succession final season.
Big thank you to anyone who's still sat watching this with us. You're in for the long haul, which is good.
Yeah, sorry about that. I was just so fat during the break then.
We're all hitting that sort of time. Tate especially is heading towards 10 to 4 where you are, Tate?
It is 10 to 4.
Here we go. It's time, guys. It's Top Gun Maverick time.
Imagine if it doesn't win. Oh, the glasses.
This is what I'm here for.
Oh, the glasses.
It's not going to win anything, so I'll wear this as my own victory.
But George, you can't because we'll get copyright striked.
No, because the reflections of you. Actually, if I angle it, can you see the TV or not?
No, we can't. No.
Top Gun's had the loudest reaction of all those, by the way.
Do you want to turn it up for when they announce?
Is there no public award this year to be taken by the Snyderverse?
Miles Teller's in his own box. The Top Gun cast are in boxes, guys. Where's Tom Cruise?
They're in boxes because I was going to say they're in boxes because they're not winning any awards tonight. They just don't want to, they're not down in the action.
There's nothing on Twitter saying where Tom Cruise is. I had a look. No one knows where Tom is.
Probably no, they just made him a memoriam joke. There we go. The Top Gun hype is over now. Oh, I missed the start of his in memoriam joke.
The best sound is now up.
Yeah. I love that they're including the old winners.
Yeah, and the little bit
they've nailed
presentation.
The ceremony. Yeah, the presentation, the structure.
There were a lot of beautiful people presenting today. There's Oscar ceremony.
I didn't know you found Jimmy Kimmel so beautiful.
Very much, very much. When he had that donkey on earlier, it was.
This is going to be a really fascinating award, best sound actually. So I'm looking at Batman now and thinking, fucking hell, Batman had incredible sounds.
Yeah. There's nothing on that list apart from Avatar that had
the best sound effect of the year is when the Batmobile revved up in the Batman.
It's a good take. All Western, All Quiet was good.
This is it. But as I say every year, the war films always win. War films always win best sound.
This one had loads of splashing. Just loads of Foley artists hitting water on a bath or something.
Did you not at least like the Star Wars joke in the day for the bigger fish?
The whole movie did literally, honestly, I was so disappointed. I think because I went in not enjoying the first Avatar movie, to be like just watching, I was just like, I'm watching it, but only went to see it so I could have an opinion on it.
Elvis could have a chance of this, you know.
I don't think it beats either Top Gun.
I don't think it. Yeah.
If Top Gun wins anything,
All
it
Quiet.
takes sound.
All of us. Okay,
Well,
I've got
Avatar.
Top Gun and All Quiet. Tate, you've got Top Gun and Avatar.
Ooh.
Mm.
Top Gun. Top Gun takes an Oscar. Fantastic.
Here we go. This is my moment.
This is
Dave,
George.
I'm guessing you also had Top Gun as well. I'm guessing.
I don't think I did.
Didn't?
I think
No, we all did.
I went all quiet, I think.
We all did.
I know, we
Did
all
we?
had Top Gun and
Oh.
Best Sound at number 1.
Oh, well, there we go. Boom. Straight me dicky bow for that. There we go.
Suddenly, Top Gun is in the Best Picture running.
No.
It just beat All
It's not.
Quiet. It just beat All Quiet.
On sound.
On technicals, come
Have
on.
they been in
Nah.
any other award together?
Cinematography?
No, because they shunned Top Gun, didn't they?
Writing? No.
Adapted screenplay went to Women
Adapted
Talking.
screenplay, yeah.
They both lost. Ooh. Obviously not Best International.
Yeah.
What was the other one? Score. Top Gun didn't get nominated.
Score. No.
I'll take these
Ooh.
off when the Top Gun talk finishes.
That's okay, George. You're totally rocking them that time of night. Almost that time of day. Sun's going to start coming up soon.
Oh, you know it.
Imagine if Top Gun Maverick wins Best Picture and Tom Cruise wasn't there. We'd have been robbed of one of the greatest speeches in cinema history.
It's not going to
No,
happen.
no, I'm just talking the scenario though. Can you imagine
Jumping up and down
if
on
he
the
isn't
sofa.
there?
Unless he was genuinely fine that
Straight into
that
original
plane,
song.
that
song.
plane at the start.
I think Triple R takes this.
Hold
I
on.
hope so. Do you want to turn up the volume so I can hear?
Hold on. They're just doing songs.
Yeah.
I mean, I think RRR's winning this, but it would make sense for Lady Gaga too, because Lady Gaga.
No, she turned up in her jeans and a
The
t-shirt.
mad thing is, I
not
don't
or anything.
actually like the song in the film that much.
No.
Surely Lift Me Up's not going to win, but it's Rihanna, isn't it?
It's Rihanna. It might do.
And then the
She's very
comeback.
popular. I hope Natu Natu wins.
I do as well.
I think it's going to be Natu Natu.
Triple R.
Oh, she didn't even wait. She said straight away. I love that. But she didn't want to drag out straight away. She just saw it.
She got too excited when she opened the envelope.
Come on. Biggest win of the night.
That's a great win.
Biggest win of the night. I guess it means that I now need to recreate the dance.
Yes, that's exactly. That will be the video coming shortly to the channel. Please watch out for it. It will be fully choreographed.
I am so hyped by that decision.
That's a great. That was a deserving winner.
Has an international film ever won best song? That's probably a great.
No.
Oh, I couldn't think of one offhand.
And now India's going, we should have nominated it for our film.
How? What was it last year? Was it when Encanto submitted the wrong song? Do you remember?
Yeah.
They didn't put Bruno up, did they? They didn't put.
Oh, it was in Canada.
they have to submit
we
a
didn't
song
talk
in,
about
like,
Bruno. They
November.
did.
They submitted the
Los
song like months before.
Celiados.
And then didn't they perform? We don't talk about Bruno at the ceremony, but it was awful. Class. Worthy winner.
At least they had a proper musician as well. Actually, announce it.
John Travolta's out. Let's see what we.
Oh no, whose name is he going to pronounce? Oh no, sorry, I'm going to take that back. I think this is going to be a memoriam.
Oh, for Olivia Newton-John, wasn't it? Passed away this year. Yeah.
Shit.
So this is the part of the evening where we will go
Yeah.
dead silent, I guess, and just watch.
Since tonight is a celebration of the work and the accomplishments of our community in this past year.
I'm also going to mute my end of the stream and just.
Yeah, it's the memoriam.
Who dedicated their lives to their crafts, both in front of and behind the camera. Through their immeasurable contributions, each of them left an individual and indelible mark that shared and informed us. They've touched our hearts, they've made us smile, and became dear friends who we will always remain hopelessly devoted to.
Oh, lush.
So here was to honor them on a very special performance. Please welcome the incomparable Lenny Kravitz.
That was really well done.
Yeah. Back to the standard. I think that was really nicely. I think John Travolta was absolutely an excellent choice for that. It was you could see he was absolutely devastated having to do that as well. So it was that was really good. It should be something that's never played with. It shouldn't be something that they try different things with.
Last year, it was just so bad what they did. They would sort of stop it, have someone speak for like 15 seconds really awkwardly, then go back to it. But I remember last year they missed loads of names because they were pissing about with things like that.
That was well put, actually. That was really well done.
Yeah. It's nice to see Coltrane getting on there as Robbie Coltrane. I didn't think on there as.
BAFTA's got slated because they forgot to include
Bernard Cribbins, wasn't it?
Yeah, Bernard Cribbins. And they're like, oh, we're going to do him in our TV one. I was like, but he was in films. People didn't really watch. I mean, people watch the TV BAFTAs, but it's not like the BAFTA awards for film. And then none of that, I've just got to say, the Oscars have absolutely smashed it this year. BAFTAs is a disgrace. I'd be very nervous if I was them.
So now we've got the big five, right?
I believe that we have.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think we're done by.
Directing.
Okay, that's fine. I think we're done by half past, which is not too
No,
bad.
we're not going to have 5 wars done in 25 minutes. No.
Tate, if you thought you were getting away any earlier than that, I'm afraid, my friend, the
Guarantee
sun
you.
will be rising out that window before you get to bed.
Best picture's going to be 10 to 4. 10 to 5 for you.
Oh. I forgot speeches alone will be like 5 minutes long.
Especially if Fraser wins, because he likes to.
They're not going to play off any of the big two this year, are they?
Have they played anybody off so far? I think they've let everybody just speak as they've needed to. I think it's been nice.
Instead of playing them off, you just get a sniper dot on your head instead this year.
Cocaine bears waiting for them out on the side if they don't.
That'd be quite funny, just like looking over to the wings, they just see them slowly lifting up the cage. You're just like, okay, thanks, guy.
Over back.
For all the mocking that people do, there's nothing quite like the Oscars as they're really like for this celebration of cinema and.
Look at this Avatar PR going on here. Zoe Saldana starred in what? The top 3 highest grossing films in history.
Yeah.
Oh, editing.
Oh, why is that not my? Oh yeah, film editing. Then we've got the.
Hold on, Dave. Let me come out of sync. I'm going to refresh.
So it's back to the Tayte and Dave show.
It is. I don't know where George decided that he's not syncing. Doesn't want to see what the editing is going on.
I genuinely can't remember what I put down for editing. This has been the difficulty all night. If I genuinely try and load up my list of what I predicted,
I can't do a solo show for absolutely not for the. There we go. The man's back. I think Everything Everywhere All at Once takes editing. I can't see outside of Everything Everywhere for this. Just
same
because of the kind of film it was.
Yeah. What have we got down as our prediction?
God, the screams again for Top Gun. I mean, I know it's because they're all topless, but
what have we got down for our editing?
Everything Everywhere.
Editing. So everything's one, but we all had. Hold on. I had everything number 1, as did Dave. Tate had it second. This is interesting.
Interesting.
I think
Because what that does,
close some points.
Yeah,
you two are now on equal points.
Going to the big 4.
Now you're heading into the big 5.
Don't we have the same things down as our big 5? That's a good question.
No.
I don't know.
Ooh.
You've got the
What's
same.
different?
You've got the same actor and actress.
Right.
Well, no, ignore. Hold on, someone just get booed. No, sorry. You've both got Kate Blanchett. Dave's got Michelle Williams as number 2. Tate Michelle Yeoh. Best actor. Both got Fraser and Farrell. Best director. Dave's got Spielberg and Todd Field. Tate, you've got
Daniels.
the 2 Daniels. Best film, you've both got Everything at number 1, and then All Quiet at number 2 for Dave, Banshees for Tate. Anything can happen.
Oh, it's
There's
close.
definitely no more technicals, right?
No, that's
No
it.
more technicals, no.
Just the big ones next.
So it could mess up if it's because I don't think Michelle Williams is anywhere near.
No, you're right.
Best
She's not
actress.
gonna. No. I literally based
So-
my choice in that one scene where she just sat in the wardrobe watching her cheating. That was literally that's where I picked it from. I love that scene.
So it could be on Michelle Yeoh. It could be on All Quiet.
There's a lot of
And
variables.
directors. Actually, let's be real here. It's going to be on directors. Purely on directors.
I mean, none of you picked Top Gun Maverick.
That's right.
And that's why you're both at the top.
Is that the 4th award on the night for Everything Everywhere as well?
Yes, I think so. 4th or
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why Tom Cruise didn't come, because Nicole Kidman's here.
Maybe.
That would be so awkward. Could you imagine?
That'd be funny.
Then, like, or Nicole Kidman into like presenting the award with oh god, what's the name from Batman Begins? Oh, directors now.
What?
Best directors now.
Oh, it is. Yeah.
So I have Spielberg and the Daniels. Tate has the Daniels and Spielberg. Dave has Spielberg followed by Todd. Todd feels interesting. Again, I think any other year he probably might have won.
Do you want to whack up the volume when the award actually gets announced?
Oh well.
I wonder who's Harrison Ford's going to present then. I'm wondering if maybe he's
Best
going to
film.
give best act. Best film. Yeah.
He can't do best actor because he's never won it.
When does Fallen Sun come out?
Fallen Sun. What's that? Luther.
Luther film, yeah.
It's already out.
Already
Yeah,
out.
it's
It's already
terrible.
out. I need to watch it.
Spielberg just got the loudest cheer for director.
And
Here we go.
the Daniels.
Oh, they've won it. They've won Best
He's
Picture.
winning best film.
Wow.
I can't complain with this. I want Spielberg to win, but you got to think there's like young directors out of nowhere with this small, tiny, independent film.
Well, they did
Like,
it with
premiered
Swiss
a
Army
year
Man,
ago.
but there was too many fart jokes.
There's never enough fart jokes. Wow, this is
a big night. Is that 5 Oscars for it now?
that's a 5th. That's a big one from the Tate as
And
well.
they could end up with 7. I think they. I mean, it premiered a year ago at South by Southwest. Do you know what they say now? They need to get this a fucking Blu-ray release in the UK. They still haven't.
The Everything Everywhere All at Once is not being out.
You have to get 4K imported.
I guess I still buy so much of mine obviously on like iTunes. I buy through like a lot. Most of mine is still digital media. Very few, but so I had it for quite a while.
They're
But
probably waiting for a Criterion to be like, look at everything we've got. Do we think Michelle Yeoh's winning?
I was just going to say it was quite good in their speech to call out all of the insane kind of American Nazis calling out people for dressing up in drag.
Tennessee's trying to ban it, isn't it?
They have.
But in turn, they're going to be banning
And was it Arkansas also wanting to ban it? There's a couple of states.
In turn, it means they've also now banned things like Mrs. Doubtfire.
They really are just letting the speeches flow. I like that they're not playing anybody off at all, just letting them say what they want to say.
They've got time.
I also love that jacket. That red jacket with that he's wearing.
Every single person, doesn't matter who they are, you have a genius that is waiting to erupt. You just need to find the right people to unlock that. Thank you so much to everyone who has unlocked my genius. This means so much to us. Thank you to the Academy.
Great, Wayne. Excellent. This is
Kevin Feige currently crying at the film that did multiverses properly.
oh, that's how you do it.
Would he? Oh God, they would never do Marvel, but he would want to hire them as a director for something.
Oh,
wouldn't he?
Oh my God! Look at him.
Ford.
I told you they're bringing out Halle Berry for Best Actress.
Yeah, with Harrison. Oh. So we've got the big four actor. Is that right? I've got no, just the three left now.
Yeah.
Actor, actress, and best picture. Tayte might be right. You know, this might not go through till 4 o'clock.
I think this will be done at like 10 to 4. If they're letting the speeches flow, if they're letting the speeches go, we've got what, 35 minutes?
It's only been 7 minutes since we last did a time check, and we've gone through 3 awards in that time.
Actor
Have we?
now.
Blown through.
7 minutes. We've not had 3 awards, have we?
Yeah.
Nah,
That speech was about 5.
So we think if this obviously now if Butler does not get actor, which I don't think he will,
He's not.
that literally Elvis took not a single award.
That's third. Let me see how many nominations I had. I had 8.
I don't think the films that had such large amounts of nominations and it didn't win a thing. Power of the Dog.
The most famous one, American Hustle, didn't that get like 11 nominations and no wins?
Something it was that had a load of nominations, didn't it? Because it had that massive cast, but I've only seen it. I don't have seen the whole film.
It does happen quite often.
I guess all the pictures.
Elvis had the 4th most nominations.
Wow.
I tell you what, has Banshees won anything?
No. Nothing.
No.
Everything ever had 11. All Quiet had 10. Banshees had 9. Elvis had 8. Fabelmans had 7.
Banshees hasn't won anything.
6.
Not a thing. Nah.
And
because everyone always thought it'd win screenplay and actor and supporting actress, didn't they?
I mean, Farrell could still sneak it, maybe.
Nah, not now.
I can't see. Literally, I've never been able to see outside of Brendan Fraser's performance. It's against the comeback thing as well.
But it's what I said earlier, though. I think best makeup and hairstyling determined the best actor win.
Yeah, that didn't give it to Elvis at that point.
There's no way they'd pick in Whale for that and then not actor. Vice versa. There's no way they'd give hair and makeup to Elvis and not give Austin Butler best actor.
I mean, I'm if he does, obviously, I mean, there's still time before it'll happen. I'll be over the moon. I think it's such a stirring film. It absolutely floored me when I watched it. Yeah, it was
I was speechless for a little bit afterwards.
I mean, there wasn't many in my screening when I finished, and I was bawling my eyes out. In all honesty, it wasn't just a little sniffle; it was a full-on sob. Maybe the very last shot is maybe I don't quite like
the music build up
shot,
throughout the. I was going to say the music build up throughout the entire film, just for that kind of release at the very end.
Yeah, I didn't like the rising off his feet jump. Looks like a I'm going to heaven sort of thing. That's the only thing I didn't.
Someone put,
Oh,
did
guys, they
the
just
Academy
put
need a
all-
QR code for death?
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
on the memoriam, they put a QR
They had-
code, like, come check out.
Come check out who else died.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
They
right.
just put out an
Go on,
ad,
Harrison
guys. They just
Ford.
put out an advert for American-born Chinese.
Oh,
Told
it's good.
you.
Oh, I'll have
It's
to give
coming
it a
to Disney
watch.
Plus, isn't it? I don't get American politics humor.
3 awards left to go, but we're going to stretch them out and really make a meal out of them.
I love that. They're going to make a right meal out of it.
In the leading role, please welcome Oscar winners Jessica Chastain and Halle Berry.
Oh, and Harrison Ford's doing Best Picture.
He is.
No, do you think surely they didn't rig that for Fabelmans? Can you imagine Harrison Ford trying to pronounce everything everywhere all at once? Or
I can.
all quiet
It
on the
would go,
Western Front?
I think you'll find it'll go something like this. Once.
And just think, he's going from the Oscars, and in a month's time, he'll be at Star Wars Celebration. From
Wow.
from
So
like
sorry,
Chastain
missing
to
it.
sweaty nerds.
Star Wars Celebration is like literally round the corner. It's like crazy how close we are.
Stop hyping up. Actually, no, hype up for the channel, but I'm really upset that I'm missing it.
Oh, come on, Brendan. I just need to see Brendan's win and get a speech. I think.
Best actors up first. I mean, fair play Paul Mescal for sneaking for Afterson. I've not seen it, but
Yeah.
I know everyone I know that saw it loved it.
I need
Because
to watch
that
it. I'm
fifth
gonna try and get it
slot was
watched
out of
this
Tom
month.
Cruise and Mescal, wasn't it? Actually, I'm really excited to see who wins this. I can't wait for him in June. I just want to hear his voice one last time.
It's all about the spice.
I just love Colin Farrell. Everything up. It's the eyebrows in that film that's so amazing. But you liked me yesterday.
I love it. I just
Bill Nye Living is
Look at him.
fantastic. By the
Look
way.
how excited he is to be there.
this is just,
That cheer was as loud as Butler's. I hated Sadie Sink in the film. That's the one thing I didn't like.
I think you meant
She's the
to,
one
though.
thing that drags the film.
I really liked her performance. I thought she plays that awful.
Oh, look
awful
at
teenage-
him. It's Brent. Look, he's sat on the edge. Now he's going to be in Gladiator 2.
Gladiator 2. Is that what he's going to be in?
Officially, yeah, they've cast. He's playing the kid from the first one, all grown up.
I could see that.
Oh my god, he's in the Harrison Ford cosplay from Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom.
It's like, here we go.
Wait, are you ahead of us?
Bill Nye.
No, I'm just listening into yours. Oh, it's Bill Nye.
Oh, sorry. When it gets
not
to the
yet.
moment,
On the last
I was
one,
like,
yeah.
fucking hell, Tate. So where's this come
That
from?
would
You
have been
jumped
some
above.
jump. Yeah.
I love Bill Nye, but I can only think of Davy Jones now.
And here we go.
And everyone always sees him in London. You ready? Take me near it.
And the Oscar goes to Brendan Fraser. Oh, brilliant. Brilliant.
Wow.
This is the speech I want to hear.
Dare I say, guys, from all of the awards this evening, every single pick, maybe bar one, has been like the fan favourites choice, not what the Academy normally picks.
Look at him, man. Oh, look at him getting that Oscar. Brendan Fraser.
I want to see the speech. I'm going to
Yeah.
mute myself and go quiet on this one.
So this is what the multiverse is. My goodness.
I thank the Academy for this honor and for our studio A24 for making such a bold film. And
Can you hear mine?
I'm grateful to Darren Aronofsky for throwing me a creative lifeline and hauling me aboard the good ship, The Whale, that was written by Samuel D. Hunter, who is our lighthouse. Gentlemen, you laid your whale-sized hearts there so that we see into your souls like no one else could do. And it is my honor to be named alongside you in this category.
He's absolutely in awe of that.
I want to tell you that only whales can swim at the depth of the talent of Hong Chow. And I started in this business 30 years ago, and things they didn't come easily to me, but there was a facility that I didn't appreciate at the time until it stopped. And I just want to say thank you for this acknowledgement, because it couldn't be done without my cast. It's been like I've been on a diving expedition on the bottom of the ocean, and the air on the line to the surface is on a launch being watched over by some people in my life, like my sons Holden and Leland and Griffin. I love you, Griffey. My manager Joanne Colonna, Jennifer Plant, and my best first mate Jean. Thank you again, each one and all. I'm so grateful to you. Good night.
Nice.
Good speech.
Yeah, just nice to the point.
Oh, you can tell they want to walk off of him, but they've got to present. Look,
Yeah.
he looks nervous. It's so nice in that way.
Yeah.
Oh God, not to Leslie.
Oh, can't be. Blanchett or Yo has to take this shit.
It has. If they've given it to Fraser, SAGs did Fraser and Michelle Yeoh.
It's quite a short, sharp speech.
Yeah, it wasn't. I thought he would have a much longer speech when he came on, but kept it right to the point.
I think he may have cut it short himself, possibly. I think he was welling up a lot.
Did anyone here watch Blonde?
Yes.
I
it's
watched the
awful.
first 30 minutes and I bailed so hard.
She is the best thing in a terrible movie.
Dan Jurist is so bad. It's so bad. I'm not seeing the film. I just mean the whole process in which they've had this happen. Oh, she shaved her head as well. She looks really awkward. Poor Michelle Williams. This is like her 7th nomination, I think. She's had
Wow.
shit ton. She's out on the Leo territory. Okay, that scream was louder than Kate Blanchett's.
Something that explains why, no matter what, I still want to be here with you. I will always want to be here with you. And the Oscar goes to Michelle Yeoh.
Wow.
There we go.
It's won Best Picture. It's done. It is done. Wow.
You really can't see any way past it, surely.
No.
There's no way you could have a supporting actress, supporting
Winning.
actor,
When
supporting
was the
actress,
last time?
best
I
actor.
told you they've got
won
Halle Berry. Look, I told you. The Halle Berry thing happened.
When was the last time 3 out of the 4 acting categories went
Came
to
from
the
the same
same
movie.
film? Unreal.
And just think, it's only because they didn't have an actor in best lead actor.
A24 has absolutely cleaned up this awards. It's won all of the acting categories.
Yeah.
You just got to think of A24 that they are a studio, though. They're not like this independent thing.
No, but it's A24 and Netflix. They've won pretty much every award.
Can you imagine they don't win Best Picture now? Is there any way that they don't take it? I think the thing with this, though, is I don't think there's an undeserving person who's received an award yet.
I'm with you on that 100%.
Like, if it's a surprise winner, sometimes, yes, that maybe she took it over Blanchett, but, like, not undeserving from a performance point of view.
I have to dedicate this to my mom, all the moms who are because they are really the superheroes. And without them, none of us will be here tonight. She's 84, and I'm taking this home to her. She's watching right now in Malaysia, KL, with my family and friends. I love you guys. I'm bringing this home to you, and also to my extended family in Hong Kong, where I started my career. Thank you for letting me stand on your shoulders, giving me a leg up.
6 Oscars so far.
Today.
Wow.
And to my godchildren, to my sisters, all of them, to my brothers. Oh God, my family. Thank you. Thank you.
Matthew Michaillo, she's been with the head of Ferrari for like 20 plus years. Probably the biggest robbery of the night, Stephanie Sue, not winning.
Yeah, I would have seen her over Jamie Lee Curtis in personal preference, just for performance. Oh, look at that man!
So there's only been one.
Look at him.
Straight into best film, half past. This is excellent.
Could he bag if Indiana Jones is good? Could he bag a career one next year?
Possibly. That's what we were discussing earlier.
Yeah, it'd have to be some film, and I've heard it. I mean, rumors seem to be swirling that it is going to be, but
I feel like he's presented it the last couple of years a few times, hasn't he?
Mm.
He's dreading coming back to Celebration. Fuck's sake, I've got to do that Indiana Jones press day. Fuck, they want me to talk about the anniversary of Return of the Jedi. I don't like that one. He's even done narrations. Like how great he sounds.
wow, Elvis didn't win a single thing. I'm still quite in shock that they didn't take anything costuming or anything.
Do you want to whack up the sound just because I will be reacting?
Oh my god,
you
someone
guys for Best
screamed
Picture.
again, Aldi, for Top Gun. People keep screaming at Top Gun and it's not me.
Turn up the volume.
George, going to put the volume up for Tate for.
I will be reacting based off.
Wow. Everything Everywhere takes Best Picture as well.
They've done
7
it.
out of 11.
That
I
is.
just didn't think it was possible. I didn't think they'd actually do it.
They've
Like,
done
not
it.
win, as in like I just didn't think the Academy would recognise it.
They've the Mad Men have done it.
Oh, look at Harrison Ford and
the
Indian short
moment.
round all together.
There's the
Love that.
moment. You've got to get like If they didn't find a way to film a cameo for sure, they know. Look at Williams and Spielberg.
Wow, they've really rocketed through this the last half of this Oscar ceremony has been.
This is the most insane Oscars film-wise, I think, ever. No one was predicting this kind of sweep.
Not in such the big terms that it has. Not for the actor and actress and supporting actor.
Is this the earliest released film out of a year to ever win Best Picture?
Oh, it was early. It was
no, it's Coda, wasn't it? Coda premiered at Sundance.
Oh, okay.
Sundance is always January. No, this premiered a year ago.
Yeah, but 2 years in a row that a film early has taken it.
Yeah, but that's not uncommon.
Mm.
But because we made this movie with what he taught me to do, which is no person is more important than prophets, and no one is more important than anyone else. And these weirdos right here supported me in doing that. Memory eternal. Daniels, I don't know what to say. I love you guys.
Each one Best Picture. Hey.
You have all inspired me. I think one of the things that I realized growing up is that one of the best things we can do for each other is shelter each other from the chaos of this crazy world we live in. Thank you to the storytellers here who did that for me. The world is changing rapidly, and I fear that our stories are not keeping at pace. And I sometimes it's a little scary knowing that movies move at the rate of years, and the world on the internet is moving at the rate of milliseconds. But I have great faith in our stories. These stories have changed my life, and they've done that for generations. And I know that we'll get through this. Have a great night, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you for watching.
Wow, are we heading at the wrap up?
That's it. We did it. Great work, Crisis Team. I want to thank Snake for having me again. It has been an honor to be here with you. I want to thank Glenn Weiss, Ricky Kirchner, Molly McTierney, Ricky Minor.
Amazing. We've got through this really just after half four at Tayte.
Fantastic. That was a swifter ceremony than last year. That was better.
Already in progress.
When we got to the halfway stage in the first 2 hours, this could be a long, but it's absolutely drifted past. I mean, I guess overall thoughts on an Oscars ceremony.
Best one in years. From the winners to the production design. Oh no.
I like
Is that Paris Hilton?
No, just a donkey handler. Did look like it though. But that's I mean,
They didn't piss about. They didn't clear anyone off.
It worked very well. It in terms of timings and it just felt like a classic Oscars.
The Mummy, Tomb of the Dragon, Emperor stars Brendan Fraser and Michelle Yeoh both win at Oscars tonight.
Amazing.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just scanning to it. Everyone's loving it.
Yeah.
I think it's been a really positive Oscars. I think
they've got the moment Harrison Ford gives the Oscar to Kay Khan. The legend.
Amazing. Look, we've got Cocaine Bear on stage, and that's all that's important, really. I'm over the moon that Fraser won. I really am. That was my one thing. I was nervous going in.
The moment he won BAFTA, I thought it was dead.
Yeah.
I thought Fraser was going to win the BAFTA and Butler the Oscar. And to get the way around, I've completely caught off guard. That's insane.
Banshees,
for
though, not a
Banshees.
thing. Banshees, nothing.
Hold on,
Banshees
is
didn't win
anything?
Nothing. Elvis, nothing.
Fabelmans, nothing.
Tar,
Banshees,
nothing.
nothing. Tar, nothing. Elvis, nothing. It's literally been an all quiet, everything everywhere wipeout with the odd of the film.
Yeah,
isn't
yeah.
it?
The
So
sprinkling.
even one for Top Gun, two
Two for the
for
wheel.
Sorry, God. Fucking hell. They've genuinely just organised it properly.
No
It's
one was
amazing.
expecting them to actually do a good show.
Yeah.
Even the support bet pony coming
Support
out
donkey,
was
yeah.
great. We've got memes, we've got reactions. I guess
We
got
also have some comments.
Oh,
So, best so many years flew by,
Yeah.
and also enjoyed the watch along, fellas. Thanks for streaming it. No worries
Sure.
at
You're
all.
welcome.
Oh, there we go.
Derpy didn't like best actor.
Ooh, Derpy did
That's
not
fair.
like best
I have
actor.
seen people saying that. I have seen people
Derby,
saying that.
I'm sorry, but I mean, sometimes you've got to be wrong about these things.
Aside from that, I don't really know how else to round out. I'm fucking shattered.
It's
I'm
getting that
knackered
time
as
of
well.
the night.
Yeah.
We would just
So
thank people for
everyone
watching. And, yeah.
that's been watching. Dave, for you're still in the tux. You still got the top button up as well. You're fully in there.
Fully in there. I can't wait to go to bed and undo it. But yes, it's been a pleasure
Aside
and a
from that,
privilege being here for this.
if you're new, if you've not watched before, we do a lot of film stuff, as you can tell, because we're 3 hours 40 minutes into a broadcast. Still shorter than No Time Start review, though. That's insane. Go get us on social media: Twitter and Instagram @Cinema_Savvy, Facebook, Letterboxd.com/Cinema_Savvy. Link to Redbubble in that description below. We'll be live again tonight with our spoiler discussion for The Last of Us season finale. It's already aired. You can go watch it if you really want to. Pedro Pascal was at the Oscars. He knows what happens. So do we. So you can catch that spoiler discussion, and there should be a tweet that's got a reaction or a YouTube short what I was testing. That's on our channel already if you want those initial thoughts. But yeah, we'll be live tonight. We've got the Mandalorian on Wednesdays. Pedro Pascal's going nowhere, neither am I, clearly. And there's a lot of stuff happening, a lot of new reviews. Rocky 3 review today, Oscar reviews. Our Academy Awards playlist is up. Obviously, we've had all 10 best pictures, everything ever all at once. I mean, it premiered a year ago at South by Southwest. The UK didn't get it till the end of May. Maybe that's one of the reasons it didn't do so well at BAFTA, is because it took months and months and months to get its way over to us over here. And then it was typically shown for like a week or two at cinemas, as Cineworld love to do that. But aside from all that sort of stuff, I've just got one last comment by Derpy. So method acting doesn't mean anything. Good to know. Method acting can be good. It depends what level of method acting. If you want the Jared Leto method acting, then no, thank you. But when real actors like Daniel Day-Lewis do it, it's fine. It's a measured debate. Yeah, it's been a lot better. Actually. No slaps to worry about. No wrong awards given out. No awful moments. Terrible comedy. None of that. Perfect way to end it. Thank you both for sticking on. My voice is going, so are my eyes and brain.
Yes.
So that's going to run out for tonight. We hope we'll have a lovely night. See you on the next one.